Roll20 is still really fucking weird about scrolling, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep, we're on. How do you scroll? You gotta do the stupid hand. There we go.
Yeah.
That's better.
Pan.
Well,
Recap?
hopefully Auric and Lucy will get cameras as well at some point, and I'll have to change this whole thing around so that we're down the side. I don't know how I'm gonna do that though. To be
One
honest,
day.
I really don't know what I'm gonna do when we all have cameras
too
because
ugly.
it's not gonna fit along the bottom.
You're gonna make it work, Josh. You know you will.
I guess I'll try something, but I have no clue what. Let's change the Sevi picture size. Okay, yeah. Sevi, if you want to do recap.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh fuck. So Nemea and Elkas managed to do something. Managed to pay off 2 of the convoy and take their place. Me and Vice offered to work for some others with the hope of getting some more permanent work, and they get us involved. We all carry on with the convoy and eventually get into the palace. I've put place, but palace, and access to the mage library and get set to the task of bringing down hundreds of books. After much investigation and Vice bribing some guy to help him find the 2 books we're after, we find the book we've been paid to get. As the night goes on, we get a chance to search ourselves better and look for my Arella book. Nemea provides distraction while me and Vice gun for the religious section. I find the White Lady book and manage to read my missing page. I also managed to take the page and hide it on my person. During all this, the Kingsguard come and lock down the convoy, saying that they've had reports of people that are trying to steal the books. Vice and me ditch our books, and we all end up getting arrested and taken to cells. I share the page with the group and explain my thoughts on Vice's stone potentially being the Dawn Stone of Lunari described on the page. We are locked up with a woman elf who ends up explaining she's Merliana and was a part of Viorum who defended the demon invasion 5 years ago. She says that something's going to be happening within Stalvin, within the Heart of Dawn, who are up to no good. She gives us a heads up that we won't be here long, according to her friend Nicola, and she hopes we can help the trouble that's coming. Essentially, she just said there's something happening in the south, but she's been told to leave it alone, and that the Ashwoke and the Heart of Dawn likely have a puppet master, but she doesn't know more. She then melts into snow, and we wait out our criminal days.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty good recap.
Now we're in
Yeah, it
prison.
was. Yeah, it was pretty
Roll
good.
time.
Pretty good recap.
End
Yeah.
of session.
That's
End of
it. You'll
This was a
die
good-
of old age. Okay, cool. So, let me see if I have anything to add. So I think we jumped a couple days as you guys were sort of getting accustomed to your situation and generally sort of becoming slightly more friendly with Merliana. It took a couple days for her to finally decide that she does kind of trust you guys. And that's when she spoke about the fact that she was part of a group called Viorum, that she believes some sort of puppet master is in charge or was in charge of a group called the Ashwoken that was involved in the demon invasion that happened 5-ish years ago, and that she thinks that if there is some sort of puppet master that was essentially meeting out orders to the Ashwoken of the time, that it is probably the same person providing these orders to the Heart of Dawn, given the similarities between the two sort of cult-like groups. She went on to say that it wasn't really in the south and that she was actually in the north near Dunbarlin, and that she wanted to, or that she'd been ordered to sort of leave the south to its devices, but that she wanted to stay until she had confirmation that she'd passed on her objective to somebody and essentially give Stalvin a fighting chance, and generally the south a fighting chance. She felt like she had done all she could in terms of informing you guys of that. She felt you were trustworthy enough that if this danger were to present itself to you, you would potentially try and quell it in some fashion. And given that she was sort of running out of time at the time, she decided to use that moment to end the simulacrum spell and melt it into snow. Let me see what else I've got here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, is there anything you guys want to do in a couple days that passed since Merliana left/melted?
Well, no, I don't think so, because I think we exhausted a lot of options before,
Mhm.
and
You know
nothing
that
was really working.
Oh, let me pull you to the Starvin because we've still got our crude dungeon map or prison map. You know that
yeah.
the magical force between the bars is preventing magic within the cells, from what you can tell.
Yep.
But assume that any spell slots ugh.
Spent have been recovered.
Assume that any spell slots spent have been recovered, and any like wild shapes and abilities have also been recovered through long rest. Though you all now have the first point of exhaustion as a result of your shitty sleeping conditions.
Sorry, you would
So
have
what does that mean?
1 point of exhaustion, which means you have disadvantage on ability checks. Everybody has that debuff as a result of sleeping rough.
this on. Thank you so
Disadvantage on ability
much.
checks. And as a result of the fact that your subsequent sleeps are of the same quality, that will not end on your next long rest. It will need to be on a throughout a comfortable sleep. Whether or not it progresses into a worse state will depend on how long you are here in these conditions.
From an RP perspective, I am especially upset because of my
Current
wonderful
surroundings.
personal preference of not liking this.
Yeah.
Right.
You can have 5 points of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Shit, you're dead.
No, that's 6.
I'm almost dead. What even happens at 5 points? Like,
5 points, you would have disadvantage on ability checks, your speed would be halved. By 5, your speed's reduced to 0. You'd have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and your hit point maximum would be halved.
how would I do? Like, would someone have to drag me somewhere then?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah,
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to move
basically, yeah, you
yourself,
can't
you'd be
move.
too
Alright.
exhausted to move.
That's messed up.
And 6
but
is death, so
Yeah.
makes sense given that the last one is no longer trying to move anymore.
Just give me 6 in this world I'm living in.
I don't care about your rules, old man. I'll take 6.
Give me 6.
Rips your character sheet in half and just
I'll
walks
take
out.
6. Thank you very much.
I'll take 1 from the top and 5 from the bottom. So, is anybody doing anything over the next sort of day or so?
Crying.
I would be contemplating things
Suicide.
that we've been told and just sort of thinking of what's going to happen next.
Okay.
I think I'm about to crack a way to play solitaire with 3 people.
You have your stuff on you, except for your
That's
weapons,
how
so you
crazy
still
I
have those.
Why just 3 people? Why not 4, you bastard?
He's working his way up to it.
Because I'm not quite there yet. I haven't got
Oh,
the rules on that one.
Fair enough.
So, the other thing to add, what was it that you said a moment ago, Ulrich? Something.
We're just contemplating on things and
Things that have passed recently.
like things
Things
that
that
we've
happened
been told
recently.
by
Things that would have happened and what might be happening to come.
yeah.
I can't remember what it was I was going to say. Oh well.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Basically
It wasn't
nothing.
you. It was me. So some more time passes. You're uncertain as to the exact length of it, but it gets to, given the sort of liveliness of the guards, it gets to a point that you think that it's sort of midday on one of the days you've been in prison. And Livia, from the corner of your eye, you see 2 familiar faces, as it seems. What's your mother's name? Lumi?
Thea?
Thea?
Mm.
Thea and Zuko have somehow found their way into the depths of these cells.
What?
And alongside some
What, as in like walking
guards-
freely or as in like arrested?
walking freely.
Right, yeah, that's what I took it as.
Yeah. Alongside some guards, they are kind of ushered in. You hear some quick words between the two, the guard and your father, before they get to the your magical gates, and they sort of just look at the 4 of you, saddened and like seemingly disappointed, but a little bit confused. Let me just check my notes here. So your father looks at you and just says, We feared the worst when nobody came back after that first night out. You'd all been returning to the temple so regularly, we wondered what had happened.
Oh.
We
We've been arrested.
and they won't speak to us. They have accused everyone of stealing when they have no evidence of it whatsoever. We didn't steal a single thing, and we've just been left here.
We were just working hard, trying to earn some coin.
Roll deception, Vice.
Oh,
What? But
later
Livia
on, too
lied
thick,
to
man,
us.
too thick.
Livia lied and said that we didn't steal anything.
Oh, did it? We didn't steal the damn books.
We bloody.
Livia, you can roll persuasion.
I didn't steal the book.
That's why you're persuading and not deception.
Just roll the dice.
You're in prison and you're questioning whether or not your parents might think that you're here for good reason rather than the things you're currently saying.
Dude.
Sorry, mine
I'm
is
not
deception.
chill. You're
sorry,
questioning what
yeah.
I'm telling you to
I'm
do.
not
so I'm
questioning
saying
it. I'm doing it. God.
Okay.
Oh my
Chill out.
God.
God,
You just said but, so I'm giving
yeah.
you an explanation.
Just roll them dice.
Okay, both rolled pretty high anyway. It would have been a low DC given that these guys trust you, regardless. You know, even outside of the fact that they're Livia's parents.
Especially our mum.
Shut up,
She,
Remo.
she trusts me, man.
Shut up! Oh my god!
You
Speak
have
now.
a wife.
That's her mother.
Hey,
I
I'm just winding her up, man. I'm just winding
Man
her
is
up.
sick. You know she can hear you,
Relax.
right?
I am just no, all this time I was whispering. This was under my
Oh,
voice.
were you? Can you roll to see if she hears him?
Ah.
It's not Galen. So, Zuko,
Bitch.
after you guys say this to your parents, Zuko says to you, I've been doing all I can to call on any friends I have within the city and try and get the charges dropped. From what I understand, because the crimes involve the palace, it's been very difficult just to visit. We're not really sure how soon we'll be able to get back here, but we're doing all we can to help. Just know that we're on your side outside of here.
But what are we meant to do?
Your mum just sort of says, I'm not sure there is anything you can do. We're, your father is doing his best and speaking to people, having conversations. We're pretty much just trying to get you released.
Oh my god, but how long is this gonna take? Like, I'm sure that it was only gonna be a few days, right?
I think Merliana said that it would be, you wouldn't be here much longer than a week.
Yeah, so how long has it
Everyone
been?
else?
That effect. It's been 3-ish days.
Oh,
Has anyone else been released? Do you know?
I don't, unfortunately. I don't know.
Because we weren't part of that. We weren't part of the group. We just like jumped on the coin. And,
That's what they say, that apparently everyone there was just doing some work, but it seems that several of the people in this group were found with books and with the intention of perhaps selling them on in some fashion.
There's nothing we can do.
my gosh, there's nothing we can do right
I
now.
suppose we just wait.
I guess so.
Hmm.
We can't do magic. We can't talk to anyone. The gods won't talk to us.
You haven't
Yeah.
tried talking to the gods, to be fair.
Yeah, we have. We tried talking to them last session. They told us to shut up and get on with it.
Okay. I think that was around the Merliana stuff, though. So at
Oh.
this point, one of the guards comes over to your father and sort of just whispers something to him, and he's like, it seems our time's up, but whilst I'm not sure how long it will be before we can get back here, just know that we're doing everything we can, and Livia, we love you. And he kind of half gets pulled away.
Okay. Should we they're gone, right? They're gone.
You can say something to him if you want.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I actually want everyone to go. I want to chat to these guys.
No worries. Then,
Yeah.
as you guys sort of just like wave your goodbyes and shit, they kind of get half escorted out.
Yeah. Okay.
You're relatively left alone. There's still sort of guards, like 1 or 2 patrolling at any point.
Yeah. guys, should we? I mean, it's worked up until this point, right? I mean, yeah, it got us in a bit, got us in the situation we're in right now. But should we even try to maybe bribe the guards? Should we even try to find out how much it is for our bail, and then just? Oh no, hang on.
We know how
Bail
much
was,
our
the
bail
bail
is.
was 400, right? 400 for all of us, right?
It was 20 plat ahead.
20 plat ahead.
Yes.
Man,
I never
guys,
checked in the
let's-
end, but we kind of all collectively agreed on it. I'm pretty sure it was 20 plat ahead, and if it's not, then it's whatever I
Yeah.
said last session.
Okay, well, I don't know about you guys, but we could either stay here for another 4 more days and probably not figure out a way to get out of here any other way, or we just bail ourselves out.
It's so much money, though.
Well, I'm just saying, I'll be honest with you. Okay, I'll throw it out there. I've got enough to cover 2 of us. I will pay for 2 of us to get out of here. All right? If you guys don't want to, that's fine. That's okay. I'm just throwing out an option. Yeah.
Well, those cards are going to be long gone by now, so there's no point trying to go after that book for that guy's money. If anyone did retrieve it, they've already given it to him and gotten the money by now, for sure. There's no other way that we could really earn money right now that I can think of.
The mayor, what do you think?
I'm willing to wait it out. She said, we'd probably be in here a week until we got, a chance to speak and released.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to wait. If we didn't have any clue when we were released, I would probably stay and bail ourselves out. But as we know, it's a week. I'm willing to wait.
Okay. Livia? Hello?
Livia's dead.
She's still in the
She
Discord?
is asleep.
Oh, Livia's not in Discord.
Maybe she doesn't know she's
She dropped.
disconnected. Oh, apparently the internet's dropped out.
Oh.
We did think this would happen because we've been having dropouts since they installed it.
Aye.
We got a
Okay.
new box
She's
as well.
She's just
Fucked up.
very focused on solitaire. That's what well, shut up. I'm really close to my personal record.
Yeah.
I've almost won this game of 3.
2.5 minutes is my record with solitaire. Pretty proud of that.
I have no idea how to play the game.
You
I
don't
mean-
know how to
I
play
mean,
Solitaire.
I don't know how to
I
play
don't know how to
solitaire.
play
I'm
Genuinely.
talking about in real life. Yeah.
I
It's the same.
genuinely got confused for a while.
No, I mean
but I got it after a little bit.
in the game I know how to play. Apparently, yeah, because Livia
Because she
Livia
taught you.
me.
Maybe
Yeah,
she
but-
should teach you in real life.
but I don't know how to play in real life.
It's basically 7 rows. You line the cards up in like columns of 7 to 1. So it's 1 in one column, 2 cards in another, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7.
Right.
What you do is you flip the bottom ones of those, then you stack them up from king down to ace in alternating colors. I don't know if because there's like this specific version that I've played. I know there's different versions like Spider, Solitaire, and stuff. But the goal is to get from ace to king in each suit in a separate pile, and there's like a separate stock pile that you keep flipping over one card at a time to place new cards down or put them into the I can't remember exactly what it's called, but
Well, it sounds like I'm gonna need to sit down and actually play at some point. Someone's gonna have to show me one day.
it's real fun. My
Yeah.
mum used to make me play it all the time. Well, not make me,
Well,
but I play it with her.
Make you.
This was
Now
my,
you'll sit down and do
Like-
your solitaire, son.
It's
that
punishment.
was my whole childhood.
How dare you? Yeah.
It was all to
Go
become
into
the
that
world's
room and-
solitaire champion.
Break out the cards.
Mm.
No.
I
No.
was
No.
White Solitaire Champion 2004.
No way. Are you being serious?
No.
Obviously.
Fine. Literally like 5.
Guys, I am gullible. Come on.
Apparently everyone's gullible when because apparently I don't have a good like sarcastic
You don't.
tone. I swear I deliberately do a different tone,
You don't.
but somehow nobody notices.
Everything's the same, Ulrich, no matter what.
He literally sounds the same.
You're so rude.
You literally do though. When I know you're like, no, you don't have a drink, and I was like, oh okay. Like,
I guess that just
where
means
is
that
it?
I'm a very good actor then.
I guess so.
Yeah. Is Sevi come back on, by the way?
I don't know. I'm texting her about the problem, trying to get it to fucking fix.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I'm
Maybe I
gonna.
might have to restart the fucking router or something, but then
Everything will drop then.
yeah, and I can't edit the videos together. Not that we've really done anything so far.
Yeah. It's okay. Well, it's up to you. We could always recap on what little we've done. Anyway. Or we can all just say right now that we're going. Okay.
So we're going what?
No,
He's
I think
back.
Sevi's
Oh.
back.
Hey.
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 Well, boy, you sound sad.
Stupid fucking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been problematic. Like fucking Virgin raised the prices through the fucking roof, and then we finally find a deal, and we still have nothing but problems. Paying somebody else is supposed to fix the previous problems, not make them worse.
Mm. So, we were trying to decide, Livia, if we were going to, because I know you were in a bit of a daze just a minute ago. We were trying to decide if we should pay the bail or if we should just wait out the next 4 days. Because I just feel like we're wasting time in here, and if we could spend money to get out, I don't mind covering 2 people, myself and one other. But we're just throwing the idea out there.
how much
Mayor-
money do we collectively have? Because I have 9.
I've got 44.
I'll pay whatever. I don't mind. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, that's the thing. I
I've got
think
15.
I think the mayor and LCAS. I think you guys would rather just wait it out, right?
Yeah, I'm willing to.
Yeah, I don't mind waiting it out.
Well, why don't we put a time limit on it? So we're willing to wait it out X amount of days, and then because I'm not willing to sit here for 2 months.
4 days. 4 days apparently.
The difference
4 days
in
what?
like expected
Four-
amounts
four-
of time.
4 days is how long apparently we may be in here for. I think what was her name again? I forgot her name now.
Meliana.
Meliana said that we should be out in a week. So it's
I
been 3
think-
days. It's been 3 days.
I say we put it this way. We can wait it out, but it also means we're putting Fina at extra risk.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just worried. I'm just thinking about, my wife. That's
Why'd you say it like
but
that?
Well,
That was a weird way to say that.
if Vice
my
bails
my
himself out,
wife.
try and figure a way to get us out. Legit.
Unless we can figure a way, unless we can figure a way out. But we can't. Sorry, I'm trying to speak quietly here in case guys can hear. But we can't say magic and stuff. And even if we could, we've got no effect. Hang on a minute. Wait. What about going? Can we not do
What?
anything? Can we not cast anything going down?
Going down.
Down,
No.
like. So casting magic inside the cell, it
It
just
doesn't
turns-
work.
It's
It
just
just doesn't
inside
work.
the cell. It's not.
It's just inside.
directed
okay.
at the wall or anything.
Okay.
We just can't use magic full stop. I've tried turning into beasts. I've tried.
Oh yeah, you did.
It
Yeah,
just
you
won't
did.
work.
You're right. Okay. Can we touch the bars and stuff without it having an effect on us? Right? We touch the bars,
Pretty
Have-
sure we did last time.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
and it didn't do anything, right?
I
To
feel
us when
like
we
you
touched
did
it.
touch them, yeah, and touch the gap in between as well. Somebody did do that. It might have been Sevi, I think, or Olivia.
Mhm.
It doesn't
Yeah, but
hurt,
it's like a purple
but
force
there is
field
like a
kind of
barrier,
in the way.
yeah. Like you can
There's a
feel,
barrier.
you can feel that you can't see the purple all the time, but when you
Yeah.
push on the gap between the bars, a sort of purple field kind of compresses against your hand.
And we cannot put our hands through that. We literally can't go through that.
You
at
haven't
all.
tried to like stab through it or push through it or something like that, but
Okay.
there is resistance to the point that you can't pass your hand through simply.
Okay. Hmm. Well, I might as well just, on that note, I might as well just try and stab through it, but I feel as if it's not going to do anything.
We
Let
haven't
me,
got
let me,
any
ju-
weapons.
Just
do I not
finger-
have, have they,
I thought
yeah,
all our
let me,
weapons were on the table.
well, all of our weapons are on the table. Yeah, you're right. Damn it. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
But
you're
that's
No,
right.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I don't think they're on the
just
table. I think I
looking at
drew that
everything,
crappy
but-
sack as a result of giving you guys a place for your weapons. The off-brown bag.
Hmm. Okay. Do I have anything on me that could? Wait, hang on a minute. You took my weapons, but I've still got my my cooking utensils. I've got my onomi knives. Can I not?
Yes, I would say so. They took what was either like hanging on your belt and was clearly a weapon, or was like sheathed in scabbards. I would say they, given the like speed of getting you in here and the fact that they were so busy with the railway waiver at the time, you probably do have your cooking utensils and stuff.
Okay. I'm just thinking now, is it even worth even trying? Because, like, well, what am I going to do? Even if I can get the knife through there, what can I do?
Honestly, I feel like waiting it out could be the best idea because even if we do escape, that just means we'll be escapees. We won't be welcome in the city anymore.
So
Okay.
I'd rather not ruin our reputation here. This is Livia's home, and we wouldn't want her to feel like she couldn't come back to the city.
Okay. That's fair enough. Okay. Let's just wait it out then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay. So, a day or two later, I need you all to roll perception for me.
Perception. Every time you go.
Disgrace. The thing is, though, is that there's also the option. There's also deception, and I still don't jump on the opportunity.
20,
now-
not nat.
And now we all have our really good character sheets.
Sorry. You said you
I
wanted
mean,
me
you've
to
got
roll
way
what?
too
Sorry.
much bearing on the leveling
Yeah,
up.
you really fucking love the fact that you're level 5.
I love it.
It's so much better.
I mean,
I'm
it's
just
really not that
excited
much.
when I level up.
It adds
It's
+1 to some things.
No, it's cool. It's a
because
like level
of
5 is definitely a
how-
noticeable power spike.
Yeah.
What are
Because
we
of how rare
rolling?
the levels are in this
Perception.
kind of game, it's not like playing like a
Nat
regular
20.
RPG where you're leveling up every like
Yeah,
hour.
you don't level up often at all.
So it's
Oh yes! Look at that.
Nice.
Come on.
Also,
Double,
level
double.
5 is probably the last time that you level sort of remotely quickly, I would say. Like 1 to 5
Yeah,
is
'cause it-
probably the quickest leveling experience.
5 to 6 is like doubled now.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
it
the
only gets
experience.
worse after that. Like it just gets so
Yeah.
much higher and higher and higher. And like the fights and stuff scale with you, but not to the point that you're leveling up as anywhere near as often as you did.
Yeah.
But that's
But
kind
the
of, again,
power
that's kind of the
does
same. with
increase
RPGs.
anyway with it exponentially. So
Yeah.
How do we
It's a
go
level
toilet
switch.
in this place?
There is a toilet. It's kind
Oh,
of
there
in
is
the
a toilet.
corner.
it's a
So
bucket.
guys-
There is one sort of slice of wall that comes out alongside it. It has no door.
I poop. Roll for pooping.
You may poop.
Nasty.
Okay, so Vice and Livia and Nemea. Basically, anyone whose name doesn't start with E. Here's a conversation down the way over sort of roughly where the first yellow X is from top to bottom. One sec. Okay, so you hear a guard that you sort of half recognise the voice of now, speaking to somebody, and he says to them, yeah, but apparently they went by the dust cart. And then there's some talk back, but you don't really catch it. And then the guard continues and says, well, if the bounty's paid, you can essentially do whatever you want until there's some sort of hearing. And then you hear talk, specifically Vice and Livia on your nat 20s, you hear talk of some sort of restraint. And then the guard continues, yes, that can be arranged, especially at this price. Though a powerful enchantment like that will be very temporary, only a few hours at the most. And I can't stop the rest of the guards keeping an eye on them. It's standard procedure for anyone out on bail. Gravel's rules. And then again you hear some sort of muffled, followed by a thank you, I'll be back in the coming days.
Okay. So what was? I don't really think I took anything from that. Like they're saying something about them wanting to restrain us. Is that right?
My brow furrows as I hear this information.
You did not hear that
Because I
information.
did not hear it. Him saying it though.
Oh, I see.
That's why my brow furrowed, because I didn't hear it myself.
Is there a reason you're only typing now, Olivia?
Personal preference.
Oh, great. It's fun times in the Sevi setup downstairs with no internet and a shitty headset. Do you want to plug in the PlayStation one? Cool.
Okay.
So Olivia relays the majority of that conversation, all that she heard.
So it was something about an enchantment, but getting restrained. Probably.
What, are they going to restrain us in our cells? Are we staying for more than a week? Is that what you heard?
What kind of enchantment, though?
Yeah.
Something about being on bail.
Some powerful enchantment.
Yeah.
This could be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be it could
Restraining
possibly be some kind of tracking or magic suppression.
Yeah.
Considering they seem to be very fond of it here.
Okay.
Which is probably noteworthy given that magic is outlawed.
Yeah.
But you have noticed obviously that the bars have some sort of anti-magic in place.
Yeah.
There's something like that.
Which is magic itself, right?
You can roll Arcana if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Good question.
Don't mind my balloon, it's got a mind of its own currently.
Fuck it out.
2.
Jesus.
He don't know shit.
You are not familiar with any sort of magic that cancels other magic.
Okay.
Anti-magic.
Man, and that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Pay the bell. Pay the bell. Let's pay the bell.
Pay the back.
Can we all pay it, though?
I don't even have 20 plat.
Livia, how much have we got?
She's just tapping one of those Morse code machines in the corner. She's in the toilet. 18 plat and 45 gold.
Okay. Right, okay, so, yeah. I mean, I got 44 plat and I got 65 gold. Okay. Josh, yes,
That's my only
GM.
name, sorry.
Yeah, so I was going to call you a different name. I thought, hang on, there isn't another name. How you could put us in a position where we end up losing all our money, potentially.
I'm not making you pay this money.
I don't want to pay it. I'm willing to just wait.
You don't have enough anyway.
There we go.
Is it
I'm waiting.
100 gold per 1 plat?
No, 10.
Or 10? 10 gold per 1 plat.
Yes.
Okay.
So Livia has enough. Because you only need 20 gold to make the 2 remaining plat for her. Which I assume is...
Well, I have
Right, yeah, 'cause
48
weighing up
gold,
points is
9
a good
plat.
idea.
It's basically all my money would be going. if I,
Over
like,
the
did
subsequent
stuff
days that
before.
you've slept, you haven't suffered further points of exhaustion, Livia. You just haven't recovered the one that you have suffered so far.
Yeah, but I think she's talking about the potential of waiting out additional time.
She's not wrong in the terms of, like, if you were to be here for years, it probably wouldn't be, like... Yeah, it could still get worse. Depending on how long you're here. I'm just saying it's not, like, one per day, which would be the standard.
Is there any kind of I don't know, like anything on the ground that we could see, that I can see, like
Yeah, what sort of thing are you looking for?
I mean, I'm looking for, like, I don't know, like a freaking manhole or something.
Okay.
Like
roll
the
roll
one manhole in
investigation.
that Whiterun dungeon.
Yeah.
That leads to the
roll-
biggest fucking sewer system of all time.
Exactly.
Roll what? Sorry.
Investigation.
That
Oh,
is
yeah, of
literally
course.
only in that one cell that you always get put in.
I'm gonna need all of the tunnels into the sewers to be at least man-sized.
No matter how many
18,
times you
18,
escape from it, you
18.
always get put in that one cell.
Yeah. So you can see loose rocks and the like, and you even had that loose rock on the wall of your cell that you kind of broke off last session. But like if you do sort of loosen one on the floor, you kind of just disturb it through to like a mixture of large rock and like dirt.
Okay. So does that mean it does nothing? Is that what you're saying? Like, it leads
It does what
nowhere?
I have described. If you wish to do anything further with that, that is entirely up to you.
That's what it
Bless
sounds
you.
like, John. Oh my god.
Okay, is anybody going to do anything else before you guys sleep a little bit? Livia's suggesting that you wait out the rough time that Merliana gave you.
I
Yeah.
still have my journal on me, right?
Journal?
Yeah, my little journal and ink.
Yes,
Phone.
I would say so.
I just want to write down information again, like the stuff that we've been told by
What stuff?
Mariana and everything.
Okay.
Just,
Feel free to make notes
Yeah.
of your own accord.
Mm-hmm.
just as an RP thing. Like, I want to sort of document my journey.
Yeah.
That's cool. You
Yeah.
have a notes part of your character sheet, if you have that character sheet.
All right. Let's wait. Let's
Yeah.
just wait, or else we're gonna. Or
You're like,
else...
right, let's go. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Let's just wait.
Okay, so the days are long and boring. You occasionally manage to garner the attention of the guards and have brief bits of conversation in which they pretty much say to you, you guys shouldn't have gone into the palace if you were expecting to be dealt with soon or fairly. And that's kind of all the information they give you. Some of them are mean, some of them aren't, and they're just sort of going about their day.
Mate, we were doing our job, man. We were doing our job.
It was
Sorry,
a case of yeah, no, like at any time you say this to a specific one, he's kind of just like, yeah, but you were also stealing the books.
What? He doesn't know that. I mean, you don't know that.
He knows that you were stealing, so he's also, like, I'm paraphrasing. He's saying something along the lines of like you were caught stealing, and if you say like we weren't stealing, he's just like, yeah, you're in here for a reason, that sort of thing. Some of them will entertain brief bouts of conversation, but none of them are willing to like hear your sob story. Essentially, the ones that are nice aren't like. It would be at their own detriment, their own like job potentially, if they were to spend their days just chatting to certain inmates or prisoners. So they kind of give you the time of day, most don't. But as the time of day passes by and it reaches night, you all manage to garner some sort of sleep. It's sporadic, but when you do sleep, you are able to sleep for long periods of time. Nobody suffers any additional points of exhaustion. But I do need you all to make a con save, please. I might have to roll for Sevi because she's come upstairs.
Oh man, this will be another point of exhaustion.
Oh, fucking Christ.
It was a roll for Sevi as well.
My rolls have been terrible.
Yeah, sure. Roll for Sevi
My
as
rolls
well,
have been
guys.
fantastic.
What's Sevi got?
I don't know. Just roll your one and we'll go with that. She can change it if she's got a slightly higher modifier. Okay. So, on the night of some time later, because you guys aren't really sure what day it is anymore, you guys pretty much sleep through, three of you. Nemea, you wake up to find yourself in a sort of awkward sideways position. The gate to your cell is open, and you can see the feet of some people. Can you make a dex save for me, please? Vice's con save is actually higher than Livia's, so she scored less than what you rolled.
Hmm?
No.
Okay, cool.
That might be a modifier.
No, she's saying that you did a +5 and she's a +3, so her actual result is a 10, not a 12.
Huh? What?
Um,
Huh?
But that's fine. So, Nemea, you catch this glimpse, and then suddenly your vision goes black as something's pulled over your head. You hear the cell gate kind of shudder slightly, but not close from what you can tell. And then suddenly you're being forced to move. All of you have something covering your eyes, and everything is kind of black, and you all have something tying your hands behind your back. As you come out into the light, the darkness of whatever is shrouding you, your mouths aren't covered, no. Technically yes, but not like, you're not gagged. I'm going to be talking for a minute here, Sevi, so it might be a good time to get the headset if you want to switch headsets. The PlayStation one, I mean. I'm assuming you're doing that instead of responding. So, where was I? Okay, so as you're brought out, the light from presumably it being some time of day kind of permeates what's blinding you as you are forced to move. They're not being overly rough with you, and none of you, you're not really certain if you are bound together. You're just being sort of relatively gently moved. You're walking of your own accord alongside other people. You can hear the footsteps of the people holding your arms, and there's sounds in the distance as though you are still in Stalvin, to the best of your knowledge, but there aren't many people from the sound of it. What you want to gather from this is kind of down to you. I would say some maybe obvious things are that the cries of celebration aren't currently happening. And as you're moved through the city, you end up walking for a good sort of like 4-ish hours, seemingly. You're not really sure how long you went for. Do any of you want to do something whilst you are walking? In the first sort of 2-3 hours of walking, I'll say, because there's going to be some more stuff that happens as you continue to walk.
No.
Hey,
do
you're
I have guards either side of me, or can they see?
You can just feel one guy holding your right arm and kind of leading the way.
Okay. Right. That's fine. I don't want to cast magic. So
Anyone else?
Nope.
My hand's tied behind my back or like in front of me?
Behind.
Okay. Is it like very tight? Like genuinely.
The restraint seems stiff, but it is not uncomfortable.
What material are they made of?
Make a. Feel free to jump in, but I'm gonna say medicine. Medicine, right? I'm trying to think like against your skin, like a touch thing.
Medicine.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go with medicine.
I would say probably survival, maybe.
Yeah, I'm good with survival as well. Medicine or survival, your choice.
Okay.
They're both wisdom. You just might be.
They're both
Tracking and
+1,
stuff
so I
like
don't
that.
care. I nat 1'd again, so I'm groggy as fuck.
I would say survival to see if you can, like, I don't know, determine the nature of restraints. Like, if you're in a forest, perhaps bound by some sort of wood, it would
because if
potentially
you're
be fairly
restrained
survival.
everything,
So
your survival is at risk. Like
I don't
at
think it's
least-
that literal.
Like, you know, survival is like survival skills, I would assume.
Yeah, which I think
get
would
what I'm
maybe
getting.
cover potentially breaking
Traps,
out.
tracking.
Yeah, if it can be traps, it can definitely be this. I'm happy to use it anyway. And that one's a nat 1, so you're unable to tell, but it doesn't feel soft, Nemea.
Okay.
Okay, so Right, so it's not rope then.
From what you can tell,
Okay.
it doesn't seem to be rope. Livia and Elkash, you guys doing anything?
Mm,
Sorry, was that 2 no's?
Yep.
Does-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the first sort of 2-3 hours of walking, you guys are still walking. You're uncertain the
I
exact.
just wanna. Are they talking?
They're about to. You're unsure of the exact time that passes before you all, without having to roll, given the proximity to these people, hear 2 people talking. One of them seems to say, "Yeah, it was that group from the arena. Ask Sov to meet us at the Starvin location. We'll prepare for his arrival. This will more than make up for that messenger girl we lost."
Messenger girl. Wait a minute.
One sec. Okay, so that's kind of the main breadth of the conversation. You hear another guy just kind of be like, and it doesn't give much more than like that sort of confirmational noise. And then you hear the sounds of somebody walking away from this group of you guys being brought to somewhere. It takes about another 2 or 3 hours before you guys will seemingly stop. Is there anything you guys want to do in this continued bit of walk?
I want to try and figure out how many people are walking
Okay.
through footsteps and
Yeah,
noises.
survival or nature, your choice.
Survival, nature. Can't see nature. Why?
It's under intelligence instead of wisdom. That's why the choice exists usually.
I was looking at charisma, which makes no sense.
Okay, so it definitely sounds like sort of 6, 7, 8 plus people from what you can
Is that
tell.
including my lot?
It seems to be, yeah. I mean, you can't see. What you can hear is the clanking of a large selection of weaponry.
I was gonna say, can I hear like the sound of clanking armor and stuff?
Well, your armor hasn't been removed. You're still wearing it, and it wasn't removed when you were in the prison either.
Yeah, but does they sound like
Do
they're
they sound
walking along
armored?
in armor? Armor's quite heavy and clunky. I imagine. I'd be
Yeah,
able to hear if they're-
you're kind of catching the sounds of your own armor more than anyone else's. It doesn't sound like anyone else is as armored as you, and if they are, they're not as close to you to determine that. Close enough to you to determine that clearly. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Do we know what time of day it is? I appreciate we're covered, but like I feel like
Sometime
we'd
in the
be
day.
together
It's
glaring
not.
light.
Yeah, I mean, there's a heavy glow through what you
Yeah.
can sort of tell is some kind of burlappy sack on your head.
So how are we not surrounded by hundreds of other people? So
But you're uncertain of the exact time, obviously. I was going to add something to that, but I've definitely just forgotten what it was.
Can I try and cast prestidigitation? I just want to see if I can cast any kinds of magic just to warm my hands.
Yeah, sure. So
Let's see
as
if I
you can you do that with prestidigitation? Warm something? I know
Yeah,
you
you can warm or cool things. Or...
thought you could warm or cool food.
God.
see if I can.
I mean, you can make you chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Oh, I'm living.
So if you cut your hand off, you can warm it.
Okay.
you could warm your sleeves.
Yeah.
That is
I
a
try and warm
creative
my
shout.
sleeves.
Okay.
Thank you.
So as you begin to cast the spell, you feel like a tightening around your wrists, and nobody touched you for this motion to be felt. And as it kind of clamps around, it stops you from moving your fingers as easily, and you fail to complete the semantic components of prestidigitation. And the spell snuffs out before you can complete it.
Okay.
Having lost the requirement to cast the spell, the restraints. Why does it say I'm signed out of Skype? The restraints loosen up again. I'm gonna just do.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it until the stream.
Let
ends.
Okay.
magic
Fuck with it later.
binding.
So that's the restraint. I'm assuming that's the restraint that we were that we heard. You might have been right, Elkas, preventing us from casting magic.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see him currently. You can,
And you
can
also
shout
don't know
this
that
out
that's happened
the
to
world.
her.
So
Yeah,
again,
you don't know that's happened. You can't see Elkas. You're not even sure if he's with you. There's several reasons why you wouldn't try and talk to
Oh,
him right now.
okay, cool.
And you don't know about the restraints because you wouldn't have seen the mayor unless you
Yeah.
tried the spell.
And
You
we
could
haven't got
do
any of
your
our
own spell.
weapons, I imagine, because obviously they'd have all left back.
Yeah.
You can try and reach for one if you
Well, no. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know about the restraints. We. Oh,
Unless
right.
you've
I don't
tried
know
one.
about.
You don't
cast
I
know
don't
that
about
spell
about
with the
right.
restraints. Yeah.
the mayor's restraint. Okay,
You
fine.
heard the
Okay, cool.
conversation, which is fine if you
yeah.
want to derive that
Okay.
from that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, but I get what you're saying. I don't know that she
That she tried that.
I didn't know that she tried that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Well, I'm gonna try. I want to use a cantrip and use Mage Hand,
Okay.
and just get it to whip this bag off my head really quickly, so I can see what the hell is going on. It can lift up
I feel like you
to
need to be able to
£10.
say something.
£10.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're free.
So the same thing happens to you, Vice, confirming your suspicions. The restraints kind of clamp around your wrists to an uncomfortable setting, and you fail the somatic components of the spell, and they loosen shortly afterwards. The whole time you can hear the kind of I need to stop the prison music. You can hear the birds outside. And you can tell that you are the terrain changes in this second portion of walking from stone to a sort of off stony muddier path.
Can I
Mhm.
just try and get my hands out of the restraints?
Yeah, sure.
Strength
Elkas.
or dexterity, however.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. So Livia, roll for me sleight of hand. That's probably accurate. Merp.
Small cat time.
That one.
That one, okay.
Oh,
So you
no,
kind of
it's
pull
all
back and
around.
forth, and all you really get as a result of that is a tighter grip on your arm as you're being pulled forwards.
Okay, I need to go toilet.
Terrible choice.
I need to go toilet.
You can go toilet. Nobody's stopping you. Although
No, I can't. I can't go
Character.
toilet. I can't go toilet.
Vice is talking, not Max.
Yeah, Vice wants to go toilet.
My bad.
Vice one toilet.
Well, I'm just
Vice
like,
talking to third person now. Vice one toilet.
guards,
toilet.
I really need to go toilet.
Sorry, bear with me one second. I'm just trying to play this.
So much.
In my mind, you're just like walking along, and Vice just bursts out with, Vice's toilet. I am toilet. So I am become toilet. Livia, as you try and break free, you get that sort of tightening on the parts of your armor that are loose enough for this person to sort of grip down and not just be gripping down on armor. Elkas, in a similar way to the spellcasting of the rest of the group, your ability does not go through.
Bastard.
And as a result, you're unable to change form. You do expend a use of it, though, as the other two would have expended a use of slots if they'd have cast anything above a cantrip. Then, Vice, as you are saying this, you sort of announce this out loud, and the guy to your right, just sort of walking you along, just says, "That's fine. It won't be long, and probably won't matter much after then."
No. You don't understand. Like, I really need to go. Like right now. Like right this second. Are you gonna want me to just do it while I'm walking? Is that what you're saying?
I really don't care. We can drag you
Well,
if you're not willing to walk.
You can drag me as you can drag me, but I need to go like right now. Come on, you're gonna let this guy? If you're saying that it doesn't really matter about what happens, you're gonna let someone be deprived of their final P? Is that what you're saying?
I'm assuming I hear this.
You can all hear this.
You're gonna all hear this.
I-
I'm guessing.
I say, please, we don't want to be smelling this. If he goes right now, then we're all gonna have to smell this for however long it takes.
We'll be there soon enough. Pipe down. And then he carries on going. You can try and
This.
stop if you want to.
No, yeah, I want to stop. I don't
yeah.
want to move. I'm gonna
Okay.
sit on the floor. I want to sit on the floor.
So you start sort of trying to reach down and sit on the floor a little bit. I need you to make a contesting strength check. So just a d20 plus strength. Actually, I'm gonna need to open these and see if they have a strength stat.
Don't
open on the right. Okay.
I'm a D20 plus strength, yeah?
Yes, plus. Oh, that stopped for some reason. No.
Oh my lord.
Ooh, a 0. So as you,
That one.
that's rare. As you go to sit down, you are sort of quickly jerked forwards, and it's like stands you back up again, and your feet kind of drag along the ground a little bit before you sort of scramble to recover your footing. You like the whole motion of the thing almost makes you fall forwards anyway. The fact that you're still standing is simply because this guy, on his much higher roll than a 0, has managed to just sort of lift you almost entirely by the arm, and keeps you walking. Not much more time passes. Go on, Elkas.
Is it just like one person holding me, or is it like 2 people?
From what you can tell, there's just one person to your right holding you.
Oh, okay.
But they're not being forceful. They're just walking you out.
Directing.
Yeah. Around kind of 5 or 6 hours has passed as you guys reach a place that you are unsure of.
I want to shake the bag off my head. I want to shake this bag off my head, man. Come on,
sure.
Make
a athletics or acrobatics check.
Is it athletics or acrobatics? Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Shake it.
So you shake your head violently. The guy is like gripping your arm a little harder now as he sort of still just slowly like irks you forwards. You learn that the bag is tightened around the base, so it doesn't sort of pass your like jawline.
It's got this image of me like.
Pretty much, yeah. From the outside, you look like an absolute fucking mental person.
Mate, freaking what? How long were we in that prison for? Oh my god.
Yeah, like 6, 7 days. You're not really sure.
Yeah, that's enough. I can do enough to a man, you know. Okay.
So, after about sort of 10, 15, 20 minutes, you guys are eventually stopped. You all collectively hear sort of 3 shuffles to the ground before you yourself are shuffled to the ground, and you're essentially sitting there, kneeling there, on your knees, arms behind your back, some sort of burlappy type thing obscuring your vision.
Is the Dover King gonna kill us?
Mate, this is an execution, man. What's going on?
Bear with me. What is it that the Bullgraph says when he pulls the thing off your head and you're in the back, you're in the cart going to start Skyrim?
So, you're awake?
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
that's
finally
what you
awake.
hear. It's like, so you're finally awake.
Cue Skyrim music.
And then we changed the whole game to just basically be me DMing all of Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's just Dwarven.
I was going to send you.
Yeah, Dwarven underground thing after Dwarven underground thing. Occasionally a dragon flies by, but you never do the main quests. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and
So, sorry, I just had to check if this guy has a voice. The answer is no. It's going to make speaking for him slightly difficult. So, you're all brought to your knees. You have these bags on your head, and you hear shuffling around you. You can feel now, you're certainly on grass now. You have long walked from any sort of main path, but from what you can tell, given how long you've been walking, you're probably not a million miles away from Stalvin, if not still within Stalvin, possibly in some sort of gardeny type area. Livia, you can certainly think of parts of Stalvin that are predominantly grassy. Anything in the acreage is going to be farmland and the like, and you get the feeling that that's the kind of terrain you are currently on. If you know, I'll leave it to you to say whether or not that's where you think you are. You hear, after some pause and a fair amount of pulling and some whimpers off in the distance and a number of people reshuffling. Let me just kill this music because I'm going to change it in a sec anyway. You hear somebody say, "I've waited a long time for the prophecy to make sense. It seems
Hello?
everything was in motion all along." We need not have killed so many tribes and outcasts to get here if I had known to simply follow this little group that were doing all the hard work for us. A shame
Those
so many of our
words-
number are still on their way, but we cannot hold up the proceedings indefinitely. What are you saying, Elkas?
Hearing the words about like killing tribes and stuff just sort of fills me with like a slight twinge of just like
In the down below.
the fuck.
As you guys kind of first hear this, you can hear the murmurs of other people around, and it sounds like you're fairly crowded. Not immediately in your vicinity, but definitely something's going on around you. And again, the kind of glimmers of light from the sun cutting through the like woven holes of the bags that are on your head that you've come to determine that they are is cut through, and it's your only real source of light. It's also kind of the only thing you can hear. An interesting read, what you seem to be after. We had some men on the inside tell us everything that went on. I believe we have the Chosen here. And you hear them drag somebody who seems to be gagged in some fashion. And then there's kind of like a poof as they are thrown to the ground in front of you from what you can tell. At this point, they take the bags off your head. 4 people come and seemingly undo something at the base and pull them open and bring them in front of you. Let me just check this map before I move you over. Oh god, it's huge. One moment.
Time.
Where is this? Yes, it is there, but it doesn't want that. It wants not that. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. I hope I haven't fucked it, but I think that is the right setup. Livia, you can remove the slot. I only just saw you say that, so just remove the slot from that level, and it fails. Regardless of not having a semantic component, which is what I assumed you were playing off of. I don't know whether or not it does have a semantic component.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So,
What are these symbols?
you 4 are there. The bag or net symbols just show that you are currently restrained. Because of the grid being half size, the net symbol takes up your entire fucking body. But what you can see is that is Elkas, Livia, Nemea, and Vice. Much easier to tell the purple one from the rest of you.
Yes.
Conveniently, the form in front of you has silver hair, and
I was just about to say that.
I didn't plan that. I just found a token and it worked out perfectly. As you look forwards, you all see Fina in front of you. None of you recognise her except Vice.
God.
Those of you do somewhat know her from pictures, but only Vice fully recognises her properly.
Gosh.
This man
What,
stands
the
in
one on
front.
the floor?
The one on the floor, yeah. This man
Right.
stands in front of you now, having just said, "It appears we have the Chosen here." You hear him sort of have Fina dragged in front of him and thrown to the ground. She's bound in a similar fashion, but she is actually gagged. She looks quite bruised and slightly beaten, but not incredibly bad. Like, she's not at death's door or anything like that. He goes on to say, "The problem is, if we have the Chosen here," and he kind of motions at Fina, "then that makes one of you the Keeper, which means the Dawnstone is ours for the taking." Fina kind of looks up at the 4 of you this point, and looks up at him and kind of has like tears in her eyes, and he looks down at her and grabs the gag and just pulls it down so it's kind of loose from her mouth, and she looks back at the 4 of you. She looks at you, Vice, and she just says, "Vice, my love, you didn't bring it here, did you?"
Oh god.
I mean,
You should be crying with joy.
I am. I'm like, my gosh, Fina, like that's all you care about.
Is that what you say? It's up to you.
yeah, just say it.
She kind of looks at you a little bit confused, and she just says, I'd hoped that leaving it with you would keep it safe. It's far more powerful than you realize. And
Well, I
before you
mean-
can kind of say much more, there's some movement. One sec. So this person then reaches for a dagger on his waist, and
person?
realizes that his. Say that again.
What person?
Uh,
Oh,
this
you
guy,
mean the guy.
the one talking in front of Fina.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one. He's the only one I'm referencing right now. He reaches for a dagger on his waist and realizes that he has a scabbard but no dagger. He kind of like spits at this, and one of the people to the side comes over and hands him one. And he looks back at you and, with his hand on Fina's shoulder, stabs her through the back, through the chest, and there's like a
What?
spurt of blood from the front as you see the dagger protrude through her chest, and her eyes, focused on you, Vice, kind of just glaze over and turn white as they sort of roll back in her head. He pushes her off the dagger onto the floor. As she begins to bleed out on the ground, he smiles and looks at you, Vice, and just says, "We already know he has, my dear. Kill the rest, we'll simply gather the
fuck?
stone from their bodies." And he turns
No way!
and steps away.
No!
As he does,
It's
you
wasted
guys
time.
you guys recognize that this guy over here, without drawing the shitty sack again, this guy has a large sack. I'm gonna draw the crappy sack again. The same
Why
one.
Why
you
did we do the
recognise.
cooking competition? Why?
The same bag that your gear was being kept in the prison, this guard over here has it. And at the order of this man to kill the rest of you, they begin to step forwards. And I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Oh, mate. I'm just full of rage right now.
12.
17.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is up.
My shout was a bit loud. Because I know what it's like when I speak.
It was good. It was fine.
I was thinking of all kinds of things to do, and then just everything happened at once. So I'm just there like, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck, man.
I might turn this up. Hang on. Oh, it's at 26? That's insane for the bot. Why is the bot at 26? And it's not that loud? I'll go loud. Livia, she appears to have sustained double her HP.
Oh, she's taken a double HP.
Yeah. She was not hardy and she just got stabbed through the heart. You can roll medicine though.
Yeah, so is she... Sorry, is she dead? Is Fina
You
dead?
can roll medicine.
She is heavily bleeding
Fuck's sake.
and on the floor.
Vice, if you want to roll medicine as well. That's
Yeah.
fine, get your nat ones out of combat. This is what I'm looking for, there we go.
Yeah, but this is my point.
And the bot is a bit louder than expected.
Fucking hell, Nat 1 and...
Oh my
what
god,
the
you
hell?
guys. There's been like 7 nat 1s out of like 8 rolls.
What is going
Both of you
on?
just see a incredibly bloodied woman, but you can both also determine that that blow was probably, well, to describe it in a word, deadly. Alright, let's add turns for
Okay.
everyone.
I've seen her eyes roll to the back of her head before. I need to I need to investigate that more closely.
Right, Elkas on the 12. The mayor on a 17. Vice on a 17, but rolled second. And Livia on a 6, which is actually good for clerics. So, you guys will get a round before the rest of these people move in. You are still bound by the cuffs. I need all of you to roll Arcana.
Okay.
It's my third nat one. Might as well be.
Oh, come on.
Oh, don't even joke.
Ugh.
Okay. Double rolls all round. If you guys want to add your health as well, that's useful for me.
I already did.
Yeah, cheers. Also, Sevi, I was just thinking if I change everyone's token to also be owned by you, then you'll be able to see their health.
Yes, that's true.
So that's probably one thing to do. It also means though you'll be able to move their tokens. So
Oh,
just-
they've changed it. So when you put your health on the health bar, it shows it on the health bar.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Put your health on your character.
What, and you can see yours and everyone
You
else's?
you can see, I can see mine. It says instead of it just having a green bar, it has a green
Numbers.
bar with the numbers inside
I've
it.
always
now.
been able to see the numbers.
Oh no, we
Oh.
haven't.
Oh, really?
We haven't. Yeah, we haven't.
Oh, interesting. Strange that they decided to change that, given that it was fine before, I guess. Or like, the strange thing to not include at the start. Really. Right, you've got control
no,
of your own.
I
dude.
do not have diamonds. I'm afraid.
Right, Livia, do you see everyone's health now?
No, I see mine and Vice's.
Really? I just changed the other two in the exact same way.
Oh, there we go. Now I can.
It's probably just updating. Okay. I probably don't want to close all of that, but oh well.
Fucking hell, man! What the hell?
I turn everything to dust. So you guys are sort of shouting this out at each other as these people are moving in towards you. You have a full round, as I said, and Nemea, as the only one who rolled particularly high on their Arcana check, you feel the bindings on your wrists loosen and not feel like they are doing much. That's about it,
Who felt that? No.
Nemea. But you feel it as though it's a connection, a magical connection that is giving you this information. Nemea, you're up.
Oh, I'm first.
You are
I
first.
want to try and get loose of these cuffs if I can.
Okay. Make
Can I do
a
that?
strength save for me, please, and I'll say strength or dex save, your choice.
Nice.
I got 19.
Okay. Is
Woo!
that strength or dex?
Strength.
Okay, cool. So you just sort of try to quickly separate your wrists, and the chain just snaps, as if whatever was once making it tight and like powerful isn't anymore.
Oh. So,
You are
so
no
what
longer
did that
bound.
do?
I will take your
Oh.
well, your wrists are no longer bound.
Okay. Oh, I want.
Help us!
That was
Help
probably,
us!
That was your action.
Probably my my action. Though,
It was
wasn't
your action, yeah.
Okay.
Just turn you up a bit.
Oh, what do we have as a bonus? What's a bonus?
Keep in mind as well that if you want to speak, it's a reaction to provide tactical information. If you just want to speak randomly, feel free.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to them and say, pull on your what are they called? Pull on
Binding.
your restraints, and like show that my hands are free, and then like rip my head thing off if I can. I don't know. If I
It's
have
already
enough.
been taken off.
They took those.
Oh,
off.
okay. Oh yeah, they took it off already. Okay.
Mhm.
Then okay, that's what I do.
Okay. Then it is that's your whole turn, yeah?
Yes, because I'm panicking.
Cool. Vice, you're up.
So I want to know if I can just cast. If it's gonna break off now, can I just cast?
You don't know.
I wonder. Screw it. Okay, I'm gonna go in. Okay, I'm just gonna go in.
In what
Right.
sense?
I'm gonna go straight in here, right here.
Okay. You don't have your weapons.
That's okay.
Cool. And your hands are currently bound behind your back.
mate. Surely,
Do
Just
you?
me-
Do you? Do you?
yeah.
Do
let me
what you're
just
gonna do,
me.
man.
Do you?
I'm just
Alright,
telling you your
cool.
situation.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just in my rage. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave where I am right now.
Okay.
Hang on, wait.
Are there semantic components to Thunderwave?
No, of course not.
Yes, there are.
What do you mean?
The card should say components and then V and S.
Oh yes, it does
Means
say
you have
S.
to be able to move your hands.
Yeah, S is semantic.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
Semantic,
okay.
sorry. I always put an N in the middle. It's just
All right, well, I'm gonna go back here.
Okay.
All right. and I'm
Did it
just
cost
gonna-
Nemea her whole action to get rid of the bindings?
It cost her action to try and break them. Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to just just try and pull my arms apart, basically. And
Okay, cool. So you
Thing.
think for a moment, sort of in the light of Fina seemingly dead in front of you, although your entire move involved moving within her range and then thunder waving. Not sure about that one.
yeah, but she's dead, man. I mean,
she looks
You
dead.
don't know. We can save her.
yeah, it's right. We'll have
There is
to
a
push her.
giant red
I'm just gonna
cross.
push her along.
We're just gonna get that confirmed. Cool. So make a strength save or a dex save, your choice. It determines how you try and break loose of the bindings, though.
Strength or dex save, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So make it and tell me which one it is.
It's a dex,
Okay.
and it is
Cool.
a 19.
So you put the bindings down and you sort of put your heel on the connecting piece in between and just forcibly try and pull your hands through. You feel parts of it sort of bend and almost break, and you manage to just entirely slide your hands through the holes of these restraints, and you are no longer restrained. But that did take your action.
Fantastic. Okay. That's fine.
That's fine. I don't even want my action.
No, use my. Cool. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm free, as a reaction. There you go.
Don't waste your reaction.
What am I gonna do?
You
Like, I
could
can't
punch
do
somebody if they come within range of you. If somebody comes within range and then leaves, you'd get an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
but only
okay,
if
fine.
you have a
You know what I'm
reaction.
gonna do? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Free
cast
action.
Bardic Inspiration on myself, and boost.
Did he say free action? Is that what you're saying,
No,
Sevi? Because you just keep saying free
telling-
action.
Because I'm telling him to change what he wants to say to a free action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can say I'm free. It's just not your
Yeah,
reaction.
I can say I'm free, or I can
Yeah.
just use a bonus, right?
You can use a bonus to do other things. It's your choice.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give myself Bardic Inspiration,
Okay, cool.
please.
It's gonna be the biggest fucking fist you've ever seen because of the grid. Well, there we go. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
I'm
pumped.
seriously inspired.
Elkas, you're up, and I'm gonna start putting dots on these guys.
The
Fucking hell,
guy
they're
just
huge.
walked into that tent, I'm assuming, yeah?
He did, from what you saw, yeah.
Okay. My eyes are deeply focused on that direction, and I'm sort of thinking to myself, because I pieced together the fact of, like, shit, more deaths because of these bastards. And I'm filled with quite an anger. So I want to rip these fucking restraints off.
Sounds good. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
one
rip
down.
those
Oh, there we go.
off.
There we go. So give me strength or, well, by the sounds of it, give me strength save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these guys.
Son of a
these guys are somewhere else.
bitch.
Okay.
I hope this is good.
All these
I've been
guys are
rolling
just
shit all day.
That
There we
one,
go.
there it is. Okay, so you do break free, but it costs every other part of this turn for you.
Ah,
So
That's fine.
you've lost your bonus action, you've lost your reaction, you've lost your movement. You spend.
I'm
Go on.
stuck in place, heavily focused.
Yeah, you're like trying to pull
fuck
apart, but
things
it
up.
won't break loose. You look over at Nemea like, damn, that girl's strong. You start slamming it on the on rocks
Like,
nearby
damn,
on the
that girl's
ground.
strong.
She's not.
me?
And that is the entirety of your turn. Livia, you're up.
I passed my
I want to break my restraints.
Okay, strength save or
Or
dex
try-
save, your choice. And I will start opening many, many things. Oh, actually, not many things right now, to be fair.
4.
4. Okay,
Sorry.
same thing. It's going to take basically your entire turn to do this. But you do eventually break free with nothing left of your turn. I then need
Might
this
as well go on
book.
that one.
Well, you guys essentially had a free turn as everybody was drawing weapons and moving close to you. So we are now at the top of initiative, but the people that were slowly drawing weapons as you guys sort of struggled around and at the end of your turn started to break free and they sort of rushed in a bit faster, we'll now see where they come. And I will roll twice for them because I'm not rolling 10 times. Okay, that's terrible.
Oh, they're all gonna come for us. We're dead. We dead.
We're not. Just step back and let me do my thunder
We
wave.
Yes.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's what you think it is.
What do you mean? If they all rush us, we're good.
Okay, Nemea, it is your turn.
Okay, I like run forward to Fina.
Uh-huh.
I dive to the floor, like my knees on the floor, and I grab her, like flip her over.
Yep.
So that her like head is in my my inner elbow.
Yes. Are you
And I force feed
Force
her
feed her a
one of my
potion.
greater healing potions.
perfect? Okay. So roll the dice on the healing potion. It is expended. Remove it from your inventory, and
Yeah.
this takes your action to do. You are a better husband to her than Vice ever has been so far.
Thank you, and her beautiful.
Vice
Oh,
has
thank
been
you.
the worst because his first reaction was like, "Oh my god, why don't you care about me?"
Is it
God,
probably
you
a
just care about the
4d4 plus
stone.
4?
Are you asking me what the dice is?
Oh,
Sorry, I do
I'm
have it down.
sorry.
Greater is
I'm
44
sorry.
plus 4.
There's
Elkas, I haven't seen my wife in so long, yeah?
She's been
Alright.
cheating on him
Shit.
this whole time.
Yeah, she just disappears, doesn't say shit.
it's not like he hasn't been to
Right.
a whorehouse.
And the first thing she says to me is, I hope you didn't bring the stone. Okay.
The last thing she ever says to you.
Yeah. That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that.
You're gonna have
I will
to.
live. Oh, yeah.
Nemea,
I'll live with that.
as you
Yeah.
pour this potion, it kind of pools in her mouth a little bit and eventually sort of awkwardly slides down. There is no visible reaction from what you can tell.
Oh, I tried.
It's okay. It's okay, the mayor.
I turn and I look
You
at
two really
Vice.
need to like do your own turns rather than telling each other what to do on each other's turns.
It's true.
RP advice.
It's just not. It's just not it.
Well, maybe Nemea is uncertain in the moment and doesn't do what Elkas says to do. She does what she wants to do.
Elkas ain't said shit. He's angry.
Well, she
He's
doesn't do what Ulrich says to do then. Lucy,
I just
what
say,
is
okay,
Nemea doing?
I literally dedicate my whole turn to trying to get her to drink and try
Okay.
and bring her to life, and I'm focusing on her, like cradling her, and I'm like trying to bring her back to life.
Cool.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Vice, you are up. You have just witnessed Nemea try to revive your wife.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well,
I think.
my what? My what?
I said you're welcome.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't
Hang
say
on.
thank you. Well, actually, I didn't say thank you, did I? So, I mean, I'm just currently
This man is
angry. Yeah,
cold.
just leave me to be angry. Yeah, just because maybe I need to deal with the problem at hand right now, which is all these fuckers.
You don't have a
Yeah,
sword, just
so-
letting you know.
Say again.
You don't have a sword. I know you're going to Thunderwave, it's like the one thing you're always going to do, but you don't have a sword.
Yeah,
currently.
exactly. I know. I don't have a sword. I know. I don't have a sword. Yeah. I have my knife. I have my cooking knife.
Yes, you do have your cooking knives, but they are currently wrapped up in your backpack.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
We're
I'm
gutting
going
fish,
to.
not people.
Yes.
Guts
So let me just
might work.
do a.
What level
Maps.
Thunderwave are you doing?
Oh, what I'm
Vice.
just about to say. Can you like? Hang on. Can I do a level 2 Thunderwave,
You
please?
certainly can. So that
Go.
is going to be a 3d8.
That'll be 3d8s,
Yep.
please.
And a con save from all of those people. So,
And a
what's your
con
save?
Yes.
That's an 18 on the first guy,
save
and that 20 on the
is,
second, and a 13 on the last, which might change with his modifier.
16. So
So
16.
1 fail and 2 successes.
Cool, so the
blue
one that
1
fails
is the fail.
is the fail. Okay, cool.
Takes full on moves, and the other two take half. So you
Yep.
need to roll 3d8.
Don't even need to do it. Seven's getting ready for her new role.
Don't get too excited.
Cool.
Couldn't save that.
12 damage. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Right. So that's half to 6 for the rest, which means this and this. Cool. Okay. So if they succeed, they don't get knocked back. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does this work in terms of objects?
They go back. Yeah, it affects objects as well, and it pushes them 10 feet away.
It pushes objects away?
Yep. Pushes
Automatically
objects.
push 10 feet away. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So this huge thunderous boom is heard, sort of prefaced and then followed by the kind of quiet sounds of Nemea's tears at Fina's body. This guy is flung backwards, hits this wall behind him, and is just sort of contained but essentially splattered as he gets flung back, slams into this large wooden pillar
Nice.
behind him, and you hear a sort of sickening crack. This bag goes back to about here and loses the string on it, apparently, which I'm just going to delete now. And these two don't move, do suffer some damage, and are both looking at you, Vice.
Okay.
So
Cool.
is
Can
that
I?
guy prone,
Can you...
or has he just been thrown?
Say that again?
Blue one, is he prone or has he just been thrown?
He is dead.
He's dead.
Oh, sorry.
Splat. He snapped,
Okay.
he snapped his spine.
I'm gonna. Can I shout out? Can I shout
It's
out?
your
Not
reaction
as a
if it's
reaction.
tactical.
Uh,
If it's
oh,
not
it is
tactical, just do it, it's fine. If it is
No,
tactical,
but
it's your reaction.
It is tactical.
Okay, then it's your reaction. You don't have to, you can use your reaction, it just means you won't be able to make attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
You don't want to say it?
No, I want to say it.
Okay, go for it.
Check the bag. That's what
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Cool.
Check the bag.
It says that it only
That's
moves
a-
back, but for the thunder damage, I'm going to say the bag is shredded in parts. And you
Yeah.
guys, Livia and Elkas, you are the only two free enough to sort of look at this point. Why don't you guys roll investigation or perception checks? Your choice.
Perception.
This
16.
way.
Oh, finally.
I don't know if
16's the
music
best
has
I've rolled today.
Music? I'm not sure.
Music's going on my end.
It's not on mine.
No. not
It just
really.
stopped for some reason.
Yeah, that's fine. It says that it lasts an hour, this one track, but I can't... Oh no, there we go, it's just quiet. Cool. So both of you
Alright.
see a collective gathering of your weapons and
There you
some
go.
other sort of generic just swords.
There you
in
go.
there, like short swords and the like, standard short swords. I have to turn the bot up, and you know the next track is going to be like twice the volume. I'll be doing this all
Yeah.
day. Okay, so that is Vice's turn. Elkas, you're up, and Livia, you are next.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is, I think it was here. Yeah, use entangle in this like 20-foot.
Okay, how did I get
Oh,
entangled
go
last
on.
time?
Go on there, Elkas.
Nice.
Yeah, the music did exactly what I predicted.
It's alright at that level, don't worry.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
We can
Okay.
turn it down on our own things. don't we?
Tiny Vine, yeah, but my volume determines the volume that the stream hears it. So what's the range on entangle? Like how big a square does it cover?
20-foot square. So
20
from the
foot
point that
square,
I'm
5,
using
10,
the ruler
15, 20.
is the
So you
middle.
want it there?
No, from
Oh,
here
the middle.
to there. Yeah, this is the middle.
That?
10
Or
foot
like
out,
that?
like this.
I can't put it on the thing that you're saying. Does it need to be like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
works,
25-foot square though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Is it?
Oh, is it 20 from your point? I'm gonna Google it.
It's 20 in a circle, so I'd imagine.
Oh, is it meant to be a circle?
like odd like a square, so like 10 foot out for the middle?
It
Around.
specifically says a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range.
Yeah, that's 20 foot.
So if you do it on 3,
From
then
point to
you're
point.
fine. If
Yeah,
3's
so
the
it-
middle point.
So the full range has got to be that, because that is a 20-foot square, and you can put it wherever you want, basically. But that's
Oh yeah, that's why. It's because it's the ruler doing the.
yeah, you'd have to do it from like point to point. It's 20 feet. This is a 20-foot square.
I'm confused, but you know what?
It
So
has-
if you were doing it from here, shouldn't it be like from this
No.
point here, from number 3? That's 20 foot, right? And then
What Josh is
in the
saying is
square.
the square has to be on the lines. What
Yeah, it needs
Oh,
to be in the
because
grid. I
asking
can
Oh.
do
for-
this.
is for it to be between.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
Yeah, I
That's
can do
right,
that,
right,
but I'm
right.
not going to do that for the sake of the grid and not making things way more complicated than they need to be. Also, if I do that, then you're getting 24 feet when it's a 20-foot square. So, where would you
He
like
wants
your
to hit all
20-foot
3
square?
though.
I know he can't. So, where would you like your 20-foot square?
Well, I mean,
You can have it
That
like
is
this. You can have it like 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 this.
it's right from the point of 3.
So down like
so
there.
it's 10 foot out in each direction.
Again, not possible because you are doing the center of a square. It needs to be where the grid.
It has to be
like,
from the
connect-
corner. It has to be.
confused. It's just
No, it has to be.
not- it's
Ulrich,
just
I'm
a
making it
square.
very clear for you. Do you want the square to go up
It needs to
one?
be
Just
from there. It
Put
needs
it
to be
there. I
from
don't bloody
there
know.
to
anything.
there, right?
So many fucking.
This singular vine is confusing enough.
Okay.
Because it's not a square.
Okay, so it's
Yes,
not.
the
It's not
singular
from
vine
the
is not a
middle.
square,
It's
and I
not from the
appreciate you
middle.
can't see. I'll tell you what. I think I can do
from,
this.
It's from the corners.
Hang on. I can
There
do
you
this,
go.
I think. Oh god, that's wrong by so far.
Can you not see my yellow square?
So much worse.
Why
Oh.
don't you just
How do I
use the yellow
delete that?
square?
How do I get rid of that stuff?
I'll get rid of your shit. I was talking. You guys can't even see the yellow aura that this thing has, can you?
No,
Basically,
but can you see the yellow
that-
square?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
drawn
Use
on the
use
brick?
Seffi's yellow
Use
square.
that.
do that yellow square, but up one space.
Okay, cool.
So it's
What?
not
Oh
encroaching.
god, I've moved the
Dead
fucking
White's
map.
Josh has moved. My
I was trying to move it to the map layer so that we wouldn't have to fucking click on it anymore. There we go. There. Everyone happy.
Yes, that's
Cool.
it.
We'll do
Fantastic.
that.
Thank you, Sebi.
I can see too many things.
Can you delete that purple dot that's above number
That-
3?
that
It's really
one?
bugging me.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone's happy with their square?
Anyway, moving on. Do a big tangly square. Boogity boogity.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
So the
they've
vines
got a-
sort of burst from the ground, and they have to make some sort of save, do they?
It's just a strength saving throw.
Oops.
Okay, that might be enough. What's your DC? No, that's not going to be
Um,
enough.
Check,
No,
because
I don't think
got
either of them have rolled high enough. I don't know what you
16.
Oh yeah, no, they're miles away.
And yeah, they're restrained by it.
Okay, so they can't move.
Nope. Nope.
Cool. Then we will put this on them
yeah.
for the
The
entangle.
only way they
Um,
can get out is if they use an action to make a check
People
to get
stop
out.
drawing squares.
For
Yellow
some
is offensive.
reason, the you know the panning stuff,
Yeah.
it's gone back to normal.
What do you mean?
It's gone back to the way it used to be.
I can scroll up and down now. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd. Oh wait.
After doing all that square shit and stuff, it seems to be working again.
I think the square was what we needed.
Is it my turn?
Been fine this
Not yet. Sorry.
Right. So this has happened. I'm still angry. I look over at the spooled out weapon pile, and I want to run and grab myself a thingy.
Okay, cool. Was entangle your action?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then it's probably going to be a bonus action to pick it up off the floor, which is essentially what you're doing. The sack is not really in a state to stop you from just sort of reaching down and taking what's yours. But it's not a free action because you're not simply sheathing or unsheathing a weapon. You are having to recover one.
That's fair enough.
Okay. So you have recovered your weapon of choice. What is your weapon of choice? I imagine it's more than one, and you can.
Your two swords.
Yeah, you can gather both with the same bonus action. I don't have a problem with that.
Yes. Both sword.
Okay, so you gather both swords. Are you doing anything with any of the other weapons?
I'm able to do it like this stuff on the same thing because I imagine I'm able to like chuck them.
I'd say to probably throw one. Probably not. You don't really have enough actions or bonus
No.
actions left. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna sort of pick stuff up and gauging the area and stuff. I need to zoom in so I can actually turn myself a bit more. I'm gonna see this guy encroaching from
Ooh.
behind. I'm still quite angry, but I want to protect everyone, so I'm eyeing up this bitch down here.
Blue 5.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not
So next would be Livia, but before Livia, these guys go. So, let me just get their stats. Oh, good, they do have what I thought they had. So, we're doing red team first. So this guy's going to move in on Vice. Vice. Oh, that's crap. Oh, but quite high to.
They have a disadvantage on attacking, by the way.
Why?
Because I've got slime armor on.
You are correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's higher. Well, answer me this: does 16
Wait.
hit?
What is it? Has a voice again?
Huh? No, it's not Vice. It's the enemy, as I just said. I'm dealing with the red guys, and then it'll be you.
Yeah. What was your question? Sorry.
Your AC is 16. His lower roll on the disadvantage was well, it was a total of 16. It wasn't a 16, but it was a 16 in the end. So he will hit, and I believe that then finishes the slime heart armor thing.
Does.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, dude. These guys have good to hit, but not much else. So you suffer. Ooh, good roll though. 7 slashing damage, and that is his turn.
Okay.
This guy's going for Nemea. Nemea, no disadvantage to hit you. Oh,
Oh,
shit
no.
roll though. That is a 14. Just hits. Nemea, you take 3 slashing damage. Also,
Okay.
oh no, Nemea, your health is on. I just couldn't see it through Fina's dead corpse. Which I'll
Yeah.
move to the map layer.
Yeah, no. No, don't touch her. Don't touch her, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Nemea, one more. Red 3, who doesn't spend his turn trying to move, instead draws a crossbow and fires it at you, though the to hit on the crossbow is worse than the sword. He does get an 18 in total, which means he will hit, and the damage is actually higher, which is odd. And I rolled terribly, so you take 2 piercing damage, in addition to what Red 4 hit you for. As this guy draws the crossbow, as vines begin to wrap around his legs, he's sort of trying to pull and get them free, but he takes his chance to just use his hands, essentially, and draw his crossbow instead, load a bolt and fire it off at you. Red 2 is going to do the same thing at Livia. That's a 3, which means he's going to miss. Yep, that's a miss. So a bolt just goes by your side, Livia, and then this guy moves in and will try to attack you. That is much better. 25. You take, Livia, 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is the Red's turn. Livia, you are up.
I can't click on any of my people. Wait, maybe I can. Yeah, I can. I was on the wrong thing.
Livia, your normal movement speed is separate. It costs nothing to activate outside of having a limited use, I believe. Did I say last time, like everything I gave you last time didn't include what it counts to do?
I can copy and paste you what I wrote.
Well, it's based off something else, so just let me check the something else. No, it just happens. You can end it early as a bonus action, but that probably doesn't apply to your one, so forget I said that. You have a lesser version of something else. So basically, I use something else to create your version. Yep, it is
So I have
free.
everything as normal. It's just on top of everything.
It is
else.
entirely on top of. It costs you nothing to do,
Okay, that's what I thought.
but it
Well,
is once
how
per
it
long
read,
rest, I
but I
believe.
wanted to check that I hadn't.
No, yeah, you've got it exactly right. Is
I
it once per
wanna-
long rest? Is that right?
That's what I've got written down.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you want to change
There you
the
go.
short rest, that'd be nice.
No, it's a long rest.
Can I cast spiritual weapon?
Yeah, sure. Let me drag that out.
Put it
for
in
you.
between 4 and 5.
Oh, I put it on the mayor's head. There you go.
Yeah, there. And then I'm going to attack 5 with it.
Okay. I suspect that will be successful.
I'll throw plenty of nat ones. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's true. That'll hit.
18. D8 plus.
What's the
5?
counter on spiritual weapon? Is it 10 rounds?
Yeah.
So this is the first one. I'm going to put a 10 on you. Elkas, what's the counter on entangle?
Entangle.
A minute is 10 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
And it's concentration, which means you need the clock.
Mhm.
And Livia is spiritual weapon concentration. I believe it is
Nope.
not. Yeah, okay.
Just gonna
And I want to come get my.
post it on the list.
You're going to
Shield.
risk the attack of opportunity, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, that is a
So-
19. So that will hit. And you take
Yeah.
4 slashing damage as this guy cuts out at you as you move away.
Yeah, red 5 takes 7 damage.
Okay. Oh, he's not in a good place.
And I want to get my. Well, I need my sword and shield really, but
Yeah, you
shield
can spend.
primarily.
Well, you don't have a bonus action anymore, do you?
No.
But you haven't used your
I
action.
have an action.
Yeah. So you spend your action gathering both weapons. That's absolutely fine. And by both weapons, I mean sword and shield. As your
put my AC
spiritual
back up.
weapon, yes, you can. As your spiritual weapon slices through 5, it finds the kind of parallel path. Not parallel. The exact opposite of parallel. It passes straight through the previous cut of Vice's attack, I think it was, and he dies.
Nice. Nice.
He kind of lurches forwards from the cut to the back and just falls to the ground in front of you, Vice.
I only used 15 feet of move, so I've got another 20.
Yeah, sure.
I might go here.
Okay, cool. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, there.
Okay, Nemea, you will be up in a moment. First, we have the blue team. So,
Blue team. The blue.
cool. Slightly weaker than their red counterparts at the start of this round than they were at the start of theirs, but nonetheless, they move in. So, we will go in numerical order. Vice. Oh, that's crap. 14.
16.
Misses. So he slashes out at you, but just falls a little bit short. Followed by blue 3 going for the same thing. That's an 18, even though the plus was worse. You take, from a crossbow bolt, 7 piercing damage. Red 3 fires his crossbow at you. It zooms down the line and just slams into you. Blue 4 going for Nemea, same type of attack. That's 8, so that's crap. Nemea, you kind of just see a bolt fly over the top of the body of Fina in front of you, and just skims behind Red 4. And then Blue 5 going for Livia. That's cocked. And that is not bad actually. That will end up being a 20, which will hit.
Excuse me.
Livia, you take 6 slashing damage. As Blue 5 cuts into the back of you as you're sort of fitting on your shield and sword, you get ready, and suddenly this attack from behind that you weren't really accounting for comes at you from nowhere. Nemea, it is then your turn, and Vice, you are next.
I am going to cast Eldritch Blast at number 3.
Eldritch Blast!
Red 3?
Blue 3.
Okay, cool.
Because he's far
Nice.
away and I want to.
Okay.
No, be the coward.
I can't remember what I have to roll. I'm confused.
You roll to hit. It's a d20 plus whatever your spell attack bonus is,
Yes.
which may have changed as a result of leveling up.
It has. Boom.
Probably about a +8. Yeah, that'll hit.
Woo.
Also, at level 5, your cantrips would have improved, so your
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast is probably stronger than it used to be.
2 beams.
2 beams.
Ooh,
Pew.
terrible rolls.
Boo.
Okay, so you fire off this singular beam of Eldritch Blast, infused with a sort of swirling outer beam that travels down it, as this blackish electronic energy slams into the man that you do not recognize his affiliation in the far distance. He gets slammed back knocks against this tent, and takes a couple steps forwards. He is just standing.
Oh.
Is that your whole turn?
Woohoo.
Excuse me.
I better write that down actually, given that he needs to. No, that's wrong. There we
Yes, I just go back to like covering Fina because I'm protecting her with my body.
go. Okay. Vice, you're up. Elkas, you're next.
Cool. Level 1 Thunder Wave, please.
Okay. Cool.
Second.
Is that gonna hit?
2
I think that'll hit both of
D8.
them,
Con
right? Yeah.
save, yeah? Con
Yeah,
save.
that'll hit those two. Are you gonna hit Elkas? I feel like you're definitely gonna hit Elkas. Yes, you will hit Elkas.
Oh, shit.
It's 15
Damn
feet.
it, Alcas.
Up
Okay, never mind.
1.
You can do it anyway, or
Um,
you can move and do it.
No. I'm going to move. If I move up 1, then that should be fine.
Yes.
So let me move up. There we go.
Yeah, all good.
Excuse me.
The hood. Okay,
Actually,
con save,
hang on
she
a
said.
minute. Hang on a minute. 1, 2. Okay, never mind.
What do they have to beat?
They have to beat. Beat. 16.
16. Okay, one of them beat it, one of them failed.
Which one beat it?
Well, it's kind of your choice because the first one beat it and the second one failed, but I didn't really decide who in my head who I was rolling for first, so you choose.
Okay. Number 4. Red
Beats it?
4. No, Red 4 beats it.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
Yeah.
It's 2d8, I believe.
2d8.
Okay, nice.
9.
So that's half damage for the other one, down to 4 because we take odd numbers down, and that'll be for red 4. But the other guy takes the full 9.
Red 4. Yes, please.
Okay, so many numbers. Should have written them down by
20,
number and
25,
color
30.
in numerical
Oh,
order rather than
shit.
just when they took damage. Chronological order is not helping me when they are numerically like assigned value. So this guy shoots off this way, slams into the tents, and much like the guy in the bottom, suffers a severe amount of damage slamming into the wooden surroundings and dies. Red 4 get these sparks kind of lick up the side of him, and he like grimaces at the pain of it, gripping his sword in his right hand. He looks over to you, Vice, but kind of stares back at the mayor, now sort of cradling his left arm a little bit as he suffers this damage. Is that your whole
Okay.
turn? You still have
No, I'd like to,
25-ish feet of movement?
Yeah, I've got 25. So 1, 5, 10, 15, 20,
You can move diagonally,
25?
so you can go like that.
25. And
Yeah,
can I
you
grab
could have
my...
got it from here if you wanted to, but you can go
Oh,
here if you
really?
want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'll stand next to Elcas then.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So
and
it's your
yeah.
action to Thunderwave. You want to use your bonus action to recover your weapon.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no worries. You do that without much hassle. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, 'tis the end of my turn.
Elkas, you're up. Livia, you're next.
That's me. I'ma do
Does that mean I get my +2 AC again?
Why would you
They
have a
should have
plus
been-
2 to AC?
Because I've got a shield.
You have a shield?
Yeah, I got a shield. I got a
Yes.
ornate.
Oh yeah, of
Symbol
course
of
you do.
the
You got it from that
Skullfist.
dwarven guy at Skull
Yeah.
Fists something. Hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
Has been a while.
It
Yes,
has
it
been
would
a
mean
while.
that you get a plus 2 to your AC then.
So that goes back up to 18 then, yeah?
Yes, if your current armor is a 16.
Yes, yes. Hang on, no, wait. It's 18. Since we leveled up, it was 18. Is that right? So
You're
we go up
wearing
to 20?
the Slime Heart armor, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look at what it is. I bet it doesn't say. Medium breastplate armor. So, what is medium breastplate armor? Medium breastplate armor 5e. Medium breastplate is a 14 plus dex to a max of 2. What's your dex modifier?
Yeah, so it's right. So it stays at 18. So that's fine. Plus the 2 with the shield. So it was 2 dex. So that'll be
So the
8.
armor's
that'll-
14, plus 2 dex,
Yep,
plus 2 with the
yep.
shield.
Plus the 2 for the shield.
Yep, so you're at your 18, so change your name
Yeah.
so that your AC goes to 18.
Yeah.
Elkas, you are up.
That's me. Right. I'ma run at this boy because I'm super fucking angry. I'm gonna turn into a bear and I'm gonna fuck him up.
Okay, cool.
Put simply.
Let me get your bear form and give it the same crap that you have. Do you want to do its health? I will do its red thing and its clock. And we will take Elkas and put him over here.
Daddy ball. Daddy ball. There we go. Right, so it's it's bite and then claw, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah. Either way, right. That's for the bite. That's for the claws.
They will both hit.
Sick. Then it's
Hurrah.
1d8 plus 4 and then 2d6 plus 4.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 4. That's for the bite.
Okay.
That's for the claws. Ooh!
Okay.
9 and 14, so.
So, on the first attack then,
23.
you bite down hard and he kind of screams out in pain, and then you bring the claws through and you manage to catch sort of the lower part of the face and throat, and it just goes silent as he's dead in front of you.
Still quite angry. That was what, like, I was stood here, wasn't I?
Mhm.
Yeah, so 5, 10.
You say he was dead.
Yep, he's dead.
He is dead.
He's not.
I will
He's
change
not
it.
showing
Yeah, I know, I'm not done.
dead. Oh.
Doing more than one
Next
thing.
thing, yeah. Once that's happened, my mind's just
there you
on wiping these guys out, so I just immediately run up towards Red One and snarl at him,
No worries.
and that'll be it.
That is your turn. So then, 2 people step out of these nearby tents and take their turn, which technically is before you, but for the sake of this, it's going to be after you. So I'm just going to take their turns now, and then they'll go into initiative order normally, because that was the trigger for them to enter rather. So they will come. Let's see how far they can move. Okay. Okay, cool. That entangle, man, it is stopping them doing some stuff they wanted to do. Okay,
Good.
I'm gonna get to here
Fuck you.
and shoot the bear. That's a 16. What's the bear's AC?
It's 11, I'm pretty sure.
It's really low.
Then,
Yeah,
then that'll hit. 1 sec.
It's like decent health pool, shit armor rating, because it's just flesh.
You take 5 piercing damage. He then reloads his crossbow and fires again. Ooh,
Cool.
15, but still high enough on the bear.
So,
you take
oh,
a
the
further-
15 was the attack.
Yeah, sorry, you take a further 4 piercing damage. Not that high.
4
And
I was
then
like 15 to hit.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
mark these guys as green. He can be green 1. No, apparently it has to be quick. There we go. And this guy is green 2. It's then green 2's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. 30. 5. Nope, can't do it. He's too far away. We're gonna move him to. Well, do you know what? I'm gonna make a check for him. No, it's a -1. I'm gonna say he's not clever enough to know that. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
I
He's gonna get to
swear
here.
these guys here, they look like Leal's
Yeah. It's just they don't
token.
have a
They are a
sword.
far superior token.
Fuck you.
This guy to your right, Nemea, is going to take 2 shots at you. That's a nat 20 and a
Oof.
16. So you will take. And I rolled very high on the nat 20. 14 damage from the first shot.
Damn.
I rolled max
Ooh.
damage on the dice, and a further 8 damage on the second shot. I rolled max damage on both dice, but the first dice was doubled.
Oh
that 8
my
damage?
goodness.
So 14 damage followed by 8 damage is a total of 22 damage. That is literally the highest he could have dealt damage, unless
Oh.
I'd natted on the second one as well.
Oh my
And
goodness.
that is their turn.
I'm in dire straits.
It is then
Hang
red
on.
team.
Mm.
Red 1 is going to go for the bear because he's right next to him. That is a 19 without the plus, so
Yeah.
that's going to hit.
I can't see the bear's health.
That's fair. You won't be able to see the bear's health. Let me do this, and then this, and then this. Cool. That'll load in a second, and you'll have it. So, bear, from the normal guy, you take 4 slashing damage.
Roar.
Nemea, you are going to get attacked as well. That is a nat
No
1.
way.
Lucky.
Thank God for that.
So as the Red 4 slashes out at you, Nemea, he kind of sees this sword to his side, and you get the feeling that he's maybe thinking to try and attack that now. Unfortunately, entangle means that you're really the only target for at least one of the two red dudes. I'm gonna roll to see whether or not he's gonna waste his turn trying to get out of it. No, he's not. Is the other one? Ah, I rolled and it bounced and landed on my on one of my other dice and made a small little dice tower. Nat
No way.
20, yeah. So they're both clever enough to not waste their turns trying to break the entangle. Instead, they're going to shoot bolts. One at the bear, one at the mayor. That's a nat 20 on the one at the mayor, and a cock dice at the bear, followed by a 3, which isn't going to hit you even with the plus. But the mayor, this double dice is probably going to hurt you.
Why?
6,
Why
7.
even-
7 damage. You are at 1 HP.
Why are they going for
Fucking
me?
hell.
Well,
Nemea
I'll
is
tell you what
dying.
happened. You are the closest target for this guy. This guy's a little bit further down, so had a bit of a choice and decided to go for the bear instead. But given the entangle, these guys are usually melee fighters. They're going for the closest shot. They don't have incredibly long-ranged weapons. They have some range on them, though. I think that's all of red team. Yes, it is. Livia, you're up, followed by Nemea.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
That's the good shit.
I think it's a 2d8 plus 5.
I can check for you if you need. Don't you have your
No.
little cards?
No,
Ah. How come?
2d8, because I forget until I'm halfway through playing and I can't bother to
Have
go
you ever
upstairs.
used them?
2 plus 2. No, yeah. Fuck's sake.
Where did they live?
Upstairs, it doesn't matter.
No, but I'm gonna get them for next time.
I don't know. 14. Fucking rolled terrible, obviously.
That's fine. So, Nemea, you recover 14 health.
And as a bonus, I can move this. I'm going to put it here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack for.
You'd have advantage on 3. I think, because he's restrained. Or is that right, Auric? He's restrained.
Yes.
Okay, 3 then.
Advantage, melee attack 5e. I'm pretty sure if you're restrained, you get advantage on them. A restrained creature speed and it can't benefit from bonus speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Yes, so you would have advantage on 3 but not 4.
26 for
That'll
3.
hit.
Yeetus.
I think it's a d8 plus 5. 13 damage for 3.
Nice.
Okay. That is red 3, who has yet to take damage. Gets cut through, straight in half, and dies.
Good fact. Oh wait, shit. I realised that I've
You
been
haven't
hit
been
a bunch
making
of times.
concentration saves, yeah. Give
Yeah.
me 2.
2, yeah.
And then I'm going to go here.
Okay.
It's a plus
It's the bear's constitution save, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You
You
oh,
keep
yeah,
your
it's
mental
plus
stats, but your physical stats change.
3. 1, 2.
You're fine?
Yep.
Okay, Livia, is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Okay. It is then the blue guys. So... not many blue guys left. Yep, we'll go with that. So, bear, an attempt to attack at you. That is a 19. And
Yep.
Vice, yours is a 14, so it'll miss.
Mm-hmm.
Bear, you take 5
Preemptive
slashing
save.
damage.
5 damage, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And I think that's blue team, you know? Yeah, so Vice, a crossbow bolt flies behind you, and Elkas in his bear form gets slashed up the side. It stings all up this cut, and you can feel your sort of lifeblood in this form slowly draining away. Nemea, it is now your turn, sorry, and it'll be Vice next.
I want to touch. Wait, first off, is number 4 red wearing metal armor?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna cast Shocking Grasp on him.
Okay.
So I just need to touch him, and then he can't take reactions against me.
Does he have any sort of save?
What does it say? Doesn't look like
Melee
it.
spell attack, so you need to roll to hit.
Yeah, but I don't think he has to. make
Okay, yeah.
No, there's
The only
always one or
difference-
the other.
27.
That'll
Definitely
hit,
hits.
definitely.
And then 15.
The only
Nice.
difference is if they're wearing metal where it gets an advantage.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I was
That's all,
asking.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, red 4's already on the board. Let's get rid of that. Okay, cool. So you reach out, and these tendrils of lightning quickly snap from your hand and zap into his back and sort of disperse outward, slamming him to the ground forcibly as he kind of lands over here a little bit and is dead.
Okay, then I run away.
Why do you have a little... Oh, okay. It was showing you with a little yellow square for me for some reason.
Oh,
Odd.
weird.
Cool. Is that your whole turn? Oh, I was hovered over you, that's why. Nemera, is that
yes.
your whole turn, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm
Vice,
myself.
you are up.
It's being-
Cool, sweet. I
catch
would
you
like
next.
to cast Dissonant Whispers, please, on red 1.
Interesting. What is Dissonant Whispers?
It is whispers of distorting melody on the creatures within the range, which is 60 feet. And it basically gives them a bunch of pain. Target must make a wisdom save. On a failed, they take 3d6 psychic damage. They must use their immediately use a reaction, and if available, they have to move as far as their speed allows them.
I'm pretty sure it's a success, because I've rolled an 18.
Yeah,
But he will still take half damage, if I am understanding.
they'll still
this
take
correctly.
half damage.
Okay, so give me
and they
3d6
don't
psychic.
move.
What is it you whisper to him? A discordant melody. Do you play a tune, or do you just whisper something? Do you say something?
Yeah, no,
or you-
I'll just play a disgraceful tune. What is a disgraceful tune?
Do you just entirely play out of tune, or are you trying to find a specific
yeah,
song?
I'm thinking what would be around that's canon, but nothing I can think of.
You start playing drums on the bodies of his fellow comrades.
Yeah. 3d6.
Okay,
There you go.
and that is red 1. Is he on the board? No. So it's... Damn, that wasn't a great roll. 7 half down to 3.
It was not.
Is this many? Okay, so you begin to play this tune, whisper this message, and he kind of looks at you a little bit caught off guard, and you can see the dread in his face as he starts to kind of get a little bit uncertain about what he's doing. Is that the end of your turn, Vice?
No, I'd like to give why is there a clock? Sorry.
He's got
Is that
concentration, so he's
is that
trying to maintain
concentration?
concentration.
okay? Cool. I'd like to give Elkas a bardic inspiration, please.
Okay, so mark that down on your bardic inspirations.
Cool. You
Nice.
get a D8.
Oh, it's gone up, hasn't it?
It's gone up, yeah. You get a
Yeah,
D8.
nice.
Very nice.
And you can use it for damage. You can use it for
You
AC.
can use it for you can use it for AC, attack roll, and ability checks, and
Okay, cool.
saves. No damage.
Not damage.
Not damage.
So almost everything except damage?
Almost
What? No, I
everything.
thought it
but
was
damage.
damage, but
Yeah,
not to hit.
No. You checked it. You checked it out, Josh. Remember, we were going on for a while.
We were
saying
definitely doing
damage,
it wrong
and
for a
then
while, I remember
and then
that.
you checked it, saying no, it doesn't. It doesn't apply to damage.
We've checked it like 7
We've checked it
times.
so many times. Here it is again, for the world to know. A creature that has a bardic inspiration die, you can roll that die and add the number to a weapon damage roll it just made.
Damage.
Alternatively, when an attack roll is made against the creature, it can use its reaction to roll the bardic inspiration die and add the number roll to its AC. After
So it
seeing
is
the roll, but
damage.
before knowing whether or not it hits or misses. Yeah, so but the whole point of College of Valor, in terms of your bardic inspiration, is that you can now use it on damage or for your own AC when you are potentially getting hit. Those are the 2 additions. Other than that, it's ability checks, I believe.
Yeah. So how did we write down? We wrote down AC attack checks.
So
ability
we've
checks
been
and saving
confusing it.
throws.
We've been confusing it between whether or not it's damage or added
Or
to the
attack.
to hit.
Yeah, it's
So I
not.
think for a
Okay.
while we were using it for to hit, which is wrong. It's not to hit, it's damage.
Okay, so to
Standard bardic
hit is out
inspiration.
then, yeah.
To hit is out. It does not do that.
Okay, cool. I'm
Uh,
changing that then. All right, so it is damage then. There you go.
It is damage.
Which is what we were doing. We were
I
doing
think
that at the
we've back and
beginning,
forthed a lot.
and
Yeah.
then we went to it not being damaged.
But hang on.
Okay.
Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It's both.
So it's just
So it's
everything.
everything. It's everything. It
It's
can be
ability
one-
checks, attack rolls, saving throws, which even includes death saving throws. I think it's everything. To hits, which is an attack roll, damage, and AC. Yeah, it's basically everything. I can't think what
Sweet.
else there is.
There we
Oh,
go
yeah.
then, guys.
College of Valor, guys. Normally it's ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. College of Valor gives you damage and AC.
That's
There you
good.
go.
That's some good shit.
So there you go. We should have just checked both a long time ago and gone with it's everything from
It's-
that point onwards. if
Well,
ever any of
well-
us question it, as we most certainly will in the coming sessions, just remember everyone else to say it's everything, and we will try and remember that going forwards.
Okay.
Tales of Bela'Dun. It's everything.
Well, we'll put that on the stream going forwards. It's everything. In speech
It's
box.
everything. Cool.
Is that the end of your turn, Vice?
Yes. Wait.
I feel like you just said yes.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay,
go on.
yeah,
What do you
go
want to
on
do?
then.
What do you want to do? I'll just play with you.
No, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Then
Alright,
it is
yeah.
on to green team, who now get in range to do things. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15.
That's the bad.
5, 10,
Freaking hell!
15.
Hang on, doesn't he get attack of opportunity?
No, he moved
for,
around her.
Oh,
If you
Hang
if
on.
you move into somebody's range but stay within 5 feet of range, you don't proc an attack of opportunity. If he went to here, Livia would get an attack of opportunity, which is why he didn't go to there.
okay. So he went towards her and then worked around.
And
her.
then worked around it, yeah.
Okay,
He
okay.
also strategically avoided the entangle, which is why he had to go that sort of weird path. I am not sure who he's going to go for, though. The bear's easier to hit, and he's definitely clever enough to work it out. Livia's not really imposing. The bear's attacking 2 of his friends. I'm going for the bear. 24 to hit. Definitely hits.
Yep.
Followed by...
Entangles.
Wow, I was like, it's not 2 dices, and then I realised that wasn't 2 dices, it was just the crit when he went at the mayor. Yeah, so you're going to drop Entangle, and you will take 7 piercing damage, followed by his second attack. Entangle goes. Let's drop Entangle. That's the wrong layer. Bonk. And that drops your concentration on the bear. Then we try and hit the bear again, and we don't do great. I don't think 11's going to hit, is it?
11 just hits.
Ah, so close to missing ya. Just trying to keep you up a little bit longer. Well, 3 damage. Shit roll
That's not
on
bad.
the damage.
That's not
So
bad
you're
at all.
still in. Okay, so that's him. The next one's going for Vice. I think he used his full movement to get there, so both attacks are coming your way, Vice. That is a 17, which I think will miss.
Yeah, I'm 18.
Okay, and that's worse. Well, it doesn't matter, it's worse, so it misses.
Misses, yeah.
Cool. Elkas, you're up. Livia, you're next. Oh, and I should also do this. Sorry, let me just bring... So, and fucking bullshit with the bullshit. I can't spin this character anymore because of the thing. I don't know how to fix that. I think I have to go like this. Sorry, stream. There we go. Right. Okie dokie. Everything is there. Right, is this the... Yes, there we go. This happens. Let me just check this. Okay, cool. And then we will go... Okay, that's fine. That means that he's going to come in after Elkas anyway. Cool. So you all see the elderly fellow that killed Fina step out of this tent, hearing what is a lengthier commotion than he was expecting. But ultimately, it will be some time before he continues on. Elkas, what do you want to do?
I'm quite upset. I've just been quite heavily attacked,
I'd say that's fair.
and seeing as most of the attacks came from blue and green, I'm gonna go for blue first,
Okay.
and then green second with the claws.
Ooh, that might miss. Bear with me. Blue first, you said. That will miss.
Yeah.
Just.
What, miss blue?
You've missed blue, yeah.
Fuck. And then green for the second, which is the 11, which would definitely miss them.
Oh, sorry. Was that a 14 and an 11? The 14 hits, the 11
Yes.
misses. My bad.
Okay, there
so
we
you
go.
do hit blue, but you miss green.
Fair enough. Right, so that'll be the
And that's blue 4. Is he on the board? No.
Yeah, I'm just going with a bite towards
Nice
the boy.
damage.
10
Okay.
damage for
Cool.
blue.
So the bite goes through, you crunch down, tasting the sort of leathery armor, and then you start to taste the blood and you hear a bit of a crunch. He screams out in pain as you sort of let him loose, and it is your turn if you want to do anything else.
I'm going to
He is not restrained anymore.
leave it there, yeah.
Okay. Then it is these guys. This guy is going to... I feel like he kind of has to go for you, seeing that that is a 26. You take 3 damage from that crappy attack. And this guy's going for Livia, blocking the leader. That's a nat 1. So he swings out at you, Livia, and just grazes his sword up against your shield. And that's all he does, wastes the rest of his turn. It is then this fellow. What can he do? Okay. No, I need to set him up. Hang on, he's got some stuff. Talk amongst yourselves.
Fina's dead. We failed her. It's all our fault.
Well,
Why did we
Man.
do this?
roar, grr, grr.
Go, sad,
Morse
go,
code.
roar.
Grr.
I yeah, I don't want to say what's in my mind right now.
Okay.
He's
I
just
need
thinking,
to-
oh damn, now I can finally go for that brothel girl.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm
The
just
other murdered one.
thinking how emotionally unattached I am generally in life, and therefore it hasn't played out quite as much as you guys might have thought it would have in my character, in relation to my wife, who, by the way, I didn't think would use as a main part of the damn story.
I didn't realize when I made a loving character she'd be used against me.
Yeah, because you know, I find it difficult to show emotion. It's probably why I'm single for so long.
Well, now you're single for a different reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, what the
Uh,
fuck is that for?
Let me just put this like that, and then do this, and give me 20. God, it's big. Okay.
It's okay. I
I don't know if that's gonna be useful because it's gonna hurt everyone. No.
Elkas, what was the name of that girl from the brothel?
I don't remember.
That's a terrible.
Again, I
name.
might have wrote her name down. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I think I might have written her number down on that cellular orb.
Her,
Used to call you on my sending.
Cardi.
Okay, 20.
No, that's the one that got
That's the
killed.
murdered one.
That's the one you're going for.
Yeah, I'm going back for her.
You have some weird standards, but okay.
You don't even need a
no.
pulse.
I like him cold.
Damn, this is quite a lot
Oh.
of radius.
I mean, at least Fina's more, appealing to you now then.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. No. She's not. She's not the cold. Like,
Just what's
um,
going through Vice's mind right now is like, oh damn, she looks pretty cute.
yeah. Like all of a sudden, she's super attractive.
Oh no.
Okay, I need Elkas, Vice, and the mayor to make a dexterity save for me, please.
Crikey, okay.
Yes,
As
boss.
you see the older fellow across the battlefield start to move his hands in a strange way before firing a mote of flame that bursts from his hands, flies across the battlefield, detonates somewhere around here, and engulfs all of you, including Green 3, all of the ones that I said to roll.
Wait, who did
So,
that?
18.
The fellow at the top.
Red
Purple boy.
2.
Elkas, 18.
Oh no!
That is a
there's a guy up there.
that is a success, I believe. Yes,
It's
that is a
not
success.
the bloody hell.
Is that? I can't see what he looks like. There's a big
He's
purple
marked as
dot.
purple, yeah. I'll
Yeah,
take the
yeah.
purple off him. He's one of the remaining people. Livia, I just heard that.
Oh,
You were
that's the
coming through
guy.
previously-
It's that guy.
It's
Okay.
the guy that killed Fina.
That's the guy
Um,
that killed Fina. I'm going for him.
Well,
mate.
Livia, this is going to take some time, so if you can hear us, just, I guess, try and fix the dropout.
Can.
And yeah, reconnect when you can, I guess.
It's
Uh,
back. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just assumed it was mid dropping out and you were about to get disconnected.
No, it's come back.
Okay, so Elkas, success. Nemea, fail. Vice, fail. We now need to roll many dice. So,
Was this fire?
2, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 23, 24. I think that was 7 times. 28. Everybody takes 28 damage except for Elkas, who takes 14 damage.
28 damage.
Yep.
Are you joking?
Wait,
As
what?
This ball of fire, if I would describe it that way, explodes to the south of you guys. Oh, and fucks Green too. Oh, but he's green. He won't die, I don't think. Let me check. Oh, he might as well make a check then. Not great. Oh, no, he's gone.
Oh lord.
So he just killed his own man, took down the mayor, has reverted Elkas from form, and you will take the remaining 11 damage over with you, Elkas. Sorry, let me bring in Elkas. There you go.
How much damage again?
11.
So you take 11 off your 40.
Yeah, take
So
11 off your 40.
Do 29.
Is that on the? That's on the right target, isn't it? Yeah. Let me just move this guy down. There we go. And the bear, I'm just going to delete. Okay. He will then step back inside here, and you guys see him just disappear behind the tent. Livia, it is your turn.
Come on, Olivia. Come on.
I'm going to use my channel divinity and
Okay.
split the health between Nemea and Vice, which is so Nemea's half health is
Rounded down, so 34 down to 15, 17.
17.
So Nemea, you recover 17 HP.
Thank you.
What
and
the
that
hell?
means Vice gets 3, 4, 8.
8. So Vice, you
Yep.
recover 8 health.
Thank you.
So you just see Livia turn to the two of you, seeing this burning area behind you, and you see this glow of radiant energy as her eyes turn slightly kind of a goldish color for a moment, and you feel a kind of happier energy pass over you as you recover this health.
So wait, hang on a minute. Has the guy just done what he had to do,
Stepped
and then
out,
disappeared?
Got back in,
shot a
yeah.
ball of fire, and then went back into the tent. You at
What?
this range
What?
didn't really hear anything else that he said.
What a bitch.
And then I'm going to use as a bonus my spiritual weapon to attack Red 2.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit. Red 2, who is...
No.
I'm so done
not
with the
on the
nat
board.
ones tonight.
Oh, damn.
Oh no, man. What's
Right,
going
so
That's
on?
my
Afraid.
6th nat one.
Seriously.
No.
Yeah, it's been really
Fuck
bad.
yeah.
Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Good use of the action though, like still a very useful turn. Okay, it's then green team, one of which just got fried. He is going to attack Elkas. That is a 16, followed by a 27. So both are going to hit. Elkas, you take 6, followed by 8. That is... somebody help me out. 14 damage?
14.
Mhm.
14, yeah.
You take 14 damage, Elkas, from the 2 hits from this guy.
Oh, jeez.
And that is his turn. It is the mayor's turn, followed by Vice.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast green 1 because he seems to be a nuisance upon this.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Nat-
Damn! Nice.
Woo!
That will
One.
hit. Give me them
Please.
2d10s. You could kill him in
Come
one
on,
shot. if you
Namia!
roll
Come
high
on,
enough.
Namia!
Nice.
Yes!
So that is 16
Sweet.
doubles to
Disgusting.
32
Well done.
plus 4 is
Disgusting.
36 damage.
Bloody hell.
This
Nice.
guy was not on the board, and you obliterate him as you
He
fire
isn't
this shot
bone.
of Eldritch Blast
Oh
energy.
my god,
It
he turned to dust. He truly
disperses
did.
around his body and just rips parts of it apart. You can see like his skin just tear open in different places as he falls to the ground bleeding and kind of just screaming out. Anything else on your turn, dear?
I feel like I'm riling from that. Like I'm like starstruck from my power, from my rage of Athena's death, and I just stand there, kind of staring at my hands.
Vice is up.
it's like,
Elkas is next.
it's like you're fighting more for her than me.
It is like that, Vice. Why is that?
It
We've
really
heard
is.
so many stories about her, and she just got stabbed in the heart.
I know, I told you so
Heartbreak.
much. Like, yeah.
I will avenge her in your stead while you go fuck other women.
Oh no.
It's your
Oh,
turn,
God.
Vice. What are you
Okay.
doing?
Oh, sorry, it's my
Destroyed
go.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's next.
can I cast Dissonant Whispers again on number 1?
If you've
red,
got the slots
please?
for it.
Yeah, of course I do. Come on.
Is it a cantrip? It's not a
It's not.
cantrip. On who, sorry?
On red 1, please.
The red one dead?
Come
oh no,
on.
he's still up. Yeah, go for it. Is he on the board?
No, you need to roll a wisdom save.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Yeah, wisdom save, yeah.
18.
Oh, for fuck!
He is on the
Come
board,
on,
but
man!
he's going to take half damage. So,
Come on, man! You rolled 2 18s in a row.
I didn't roll an 18
Fucking
last
hell.
time. My dice was on
You
a
did.
19.
No, you rolled a
Oh, last time
18
I
last
rolled for
time.
Dissonant
Yeah.
Whispers. I've
for
rolled
exactly
many.
the same person. Red 1.
He,
you
he
rolled
doesn't have
18.
a whiz modifier, I'm afraid. You get what the dice says. It could have been higher if you like, but it's a plus 0.
Fuck the dice, man. Alright, let me just get rid of this. Wait, I'm going to use my.
He still he takes half damage, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me the damage. You might take him down.
Okay, just give him that damage then. Go on.
Half that damage. So 6. You don't take him down.
No, well,
Because he
Okay, never
saved.
mind then.
Red 1. So you whisper this threatening thing on the wind, the same as before, and he looks
I
at
just
you.
say, you're a piece of shit.
It catches him a little bit off guard, but mostly because he's mostly taking this, like, the fact that it's passing through to actual physical damage is mainly because he just saw his friend, who is higher ranking as far as he's concerned and hardier than him, burst into
Oh
cuts
my
across
God,
his body and fall
I
bleeding
just-
to the ground.
I
Remember that
really
you could have
wanted him
added
to
damage
not-
with your...
I really wanted him to not save. I really wanted him not.
I mean, you
to
could
save
have added
that
damage with your...
It doesn't
inspiration that
matter.
you've had
It
the
doesn't.
whole
It doesn't
time.
matter. That wasn't my strategy.
Okay.
I wanted him to fail.
Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna give bardic inspiration, please, to Livia.
Okay.
This is Livia here, right?
Yeah, that's Livia.
Yes.
What's this,
Yes.
a D8, isn't it now?
D8
There's a
now,
D8.
yeah.
Yeah. To
Um,
everything.
Remember what you can use it for.
To everything.
Is that your whole turn,
Uh,
Vice?
You can take my. Oh no, I've still got my bardic inspiration. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, that's fine.
Cool. Elkas,
Thanks.
you are up.
With a seething rage in my eyes and just utter hatred for the men around me. You see this 60-foot square that I'm drawing out right now?
Yes, I do.
See this, yeah? I'm going to use Call Lightning
Okay.
to summon up a cloud with a 60-foot radius above us.
Ooh. Let me have a look. It is a concentration spell. Let's put that on you.
Lasts for
Center of point, you can see the earth,
10
you
minutes.
can't see a point in the air. You can definitely see a point in the air, generally, where a storm cloud could appear. Cast spell, choose a point within range. Bolt lightning flash down from the planet. Each creature within 5 feet of them must make a dex save. Creature takes 3
creature.
Each of your turns tell the spell, and you can use your action to call down lightning in this way. Again, target the same point if you are outdoors. Each creature within 5 feet. Yes, okay. On your turn spell, you can call this thing down again. Target the same point if you're outdoors in stormy conditions. When you cast this spell, the spell gives you control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one. Such as the spell. Okay, cool. So it is not currently stormy, but
No.
the whole thing goes off anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get a 60-foot square down.
It just creates a big cloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna do. Sevi, how did you do that square
So under
specifically?
the arrow, there's draw shape.
Ooh, not for me. Yeah, there you go.
And then just
Okay, I will do
start
a
in the
light
corner.
blue, and it needs to be 60, so that's 8 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Just
6.
draw one and then move it. It's easier.
Yeah, draw one of that. That's off the-
Yeah, but I can count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. That is a 60 by 60 foot square.
Okey-doke.
So you're putting it. Well, that's. Where
Put
do
the bottom left like on 4, so it's 1 cross.
So one to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will
There
then
we go.
put it to the map, and I'm gonna try and make it a slightly lighter colour for the sake of being able to see. I'm gonna go with this. That's not massively helpful, but it'll do. Is that alright? You guys cool with that?
Mhm.
Good. Livia, yes, I believe it does.
Well.
So, Elkas,
Mhm.
you look up to the sky, slightly raising your hands as sparks begin to flicker from fingertips to the rest on the same hand. In both hands, a storm begins to gather in the sky, clouds billowing over rapidly, and they begin to darken on the edges as they collectively form into this overcasting shadow above you all, hundreds of feet up in the sky. The black begins to crackle, and at a point where Alcas points, literally sort of drawing his hand up to the sky and then down in a direction, a crack of lightning strikes from this cloud that's formed above you. Alcas, where would you like this crack of lightning to hit?
I turn around because I know that there's someone just far enough away in a sort of like. You know that kind of like God complex, kind of like I am judgment sort of motion.
Uh-huh.
Look over my shoulder at Blue 3, point at him, and just
Okay.
down.
He rolls not bad, but I think he doesn't have a modifier for this. I think he's oh no, he has a
Wow,
little bit.
that's
What does he have to be?
massive.
It would be my like thing, wouldn't
Your
it?
spell
So,
save DC, which I think is a 16.
16, yeah.
His collective was 14, so he fails.
Nice. I'm gonna
P3, is he on
feel
here?
that
Blue
inspiration,
3 is on here with not much health at all.
and I'm just gonna fuck him up.
What's the additional D8? You're using your Bardic Inspiration.
Yes.
Nice. Good choice. Cool. And how long does it last? Sorry, 1 minute. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We don't need to count it. That's 100 rounds.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow, can last long.
Cool.
Until I get hit, essentially, and fuck
Yeah,
up
pretty
my
much.
confidence.
So, a bolt of lightning strikes down from the cloud above and slams into the Heart of Dawn fellow over to the side. Cracks pass over his body, and for a moment he stands there fully motionless, and in the next moment he just crumples to the ground. The force of it sort of cutting open wounds, large gaping holes in like where his shoulder is. It cuts through his clavicle right down into his chest, and he just sort of split open almost and dies incredible overkill damage. He is torn apart and bleeds almost instantly all of his blood onto the ground.
Mhm. And after this, in just one nice motion, I turn immediately to look at these other two, especially into Blue 4's eyes, with just a glare of "you're next."
Okay. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
Next
Yes, oh God.
is the red
Good in it.
guys. So, he's gonna go for you. You just called down this storm. He is panicking and trying to hit you. That is a 17 that will hit, and
Yep.
I think red 2 is probably gonna do the same and fire a shot. Yeah, that is a 19, slightly lower plus to hit, but a higher roll. Let me just bring up his stats.
Yeah.
So, give me 2 con saves. I don't think you're going to need to beat more than a 10 for either of them. The first is worth 3 damage. The second is worth 7 damage. So you take 10 damage total, but it's 2 separate saves and you need a 10 on each.
What was that? 10 damage total, sorry.
10 damage total taken.
Yeah.
And 2 con saves, you only need a 10 on each.
D20 plus 3. Boop. Boop.
Okay,
Yes.
the
Wow.
storm maintains. It is then somebody else's turn. That person does a thing. Let me just move to the thing and knock this off. Cool.
Honestly, I thought Moonbeam was cool, but this is what I've been waiting
Yeah,
for.
this is an awesome spell. So you hear off in the distance, in between the shots of this lightning, perhaps I should have waited for the others. No matter, the Dawnstone will be mine nonetheless. Shortly
Could you
followed
prick?
by some, I'm going to say footsteps that none of you can particularly hear. The voice came from over here.
Can't see that.
Here.
Sorry, where?
Can't see. I'm zoomed in. Ah.
It's north on the map, top left corner of the thunderstorm, lightning storm thing. I'm
No,
pinging,
you're not
pinging it a lot.
flashing.
Oh,
No.
I'm probably on the GM layer. One sec, sorry. There you go.
Ah.
So,
There.
So
Oh,
the
there.
sound came
Yep.
from roughly here-ish.
Mhm.
And that is it. From that person, that is all they did. Livia, you're up.
I'd like to use my spiritual weapon against red 2.
Okay, roll to hit.
16.
That'll hit.
Um, 11 damage.
That is a lot of damage. Okay, he is just standing as the spiritual weapon cuts through. He manages to just about stand there, looking at you, almost clinging on at your armor, trying to stand. He reaches for his sword once more.
I'm gonna.
May, you're next.
I'm gonna use a healing word on Vice.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Could I have added my inspiration to that or not? Because it's my spiritual weapon.
No.
Okay. D.
It's not your damage, it's the spiritual weapon's damage.
4 plus 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3, that's right. So Vice gets 10 health.
Vice, you recover 10 health. Anything else
Thank
for your
you.
turn, Livia?
Thank you so much.
No.
Okay. It is then these people. These people, I believe, are blue. Okay. So, given that blue is only in current conflict with you, Elkas, he's going to go for you. Oh, that's probably not high enough. That is a 15. Oh, it is high enough. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, you take
So dead.
7 damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Damn. It's going to drop the
Shit.
storm. So Elkas goes down. I was wondering why you went for Vice and not Elkas. I'm guessing you didn't see his health.
It looked like a 15 to me. I didn't realise it was a 5.
No, it went down from 15 to 5.
Maybe it hadn't loaded properly
Sorry.
because of your connection.
Yeah, sorry. I saw
No,
15.
that's
I
fine.
didn't think it was 5. I was going for who's got lowest.
He was further away.
Okay, that is blue,
I
guys.
know.
Nemea, you're up.
Oh.
Okay, I am going to cast. Gonna move up there, and I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch.
Okay, you say it with such confidence. You're going for blue 4, yeah?
Yes, I am.
None of the remaining dudes that you guys can see look hardy in any fashion. The whole fight is backlit by the burning walls of this encampment caused by the fireball that was fired previously. You
Mhm.
cast Vampiric Touch. Is it a save or a roll to hit?
I just have to make a melee spell attack.
Okay, roll it.
And then I heal equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt.
Nice.
I'll heal half of what I do. And
If you
it
hit.
goes up by 1d6 above each level above third.
Okay. You only have
So I
third
should
level
be
spells.
doing-
don't you?
Okay, so I should.
Just do it as normal.
Is it just
Well,
threes?
no, all
Yes.
of your spells, you're a warlock. All of your spells are currently considered third level.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering.
Yeah. So later it will be better for you. Because I think your spells top out at 5th level. Oh, that is
No.
harsh. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
expend the
Lose my
slot
slot.
nonetheless,
Ah!
yeah. But it does not hit, I'm afraid.
That sucks.
This is like the epitome
It's
of
a
that
shame.
one.
Anything else on your turn, Nemea?
Oh, no, that's what I was looking forward to. I'm done.
Vice,
I've
you're
had
up.
so many nat ones. This must be about my 6th nat one.
Yeah, you and,
okay.
you and Livia collectively.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Last
I'm
episode.
gonna scuttle my way in. Hang on. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, cool. And I want to do cure wounds, please, on
Okay, on Elkas.
on Elcas, please. Oh, and I want to do a level 2 cure wounds, please.
Okay.
All right. So you will get 1 second, an extra D8 on. So I
Yeah.
will. Sorry.
So you roll a
Your
2d8
spell,
So I
you
roll
roll it.
plus
ro-
your
so plus
spellcasting
my
modifier.
Charisma,
Yep,
which would be
so
5.
So it'd be 5.
5. So that's 2d8 plus 5.
So that potential of 21. And an average of...
Oh, you're blood clot kidding me, man.
Less
What
than
the
that.
hell?
But he was
Oh.
down and about
Come
to
to my
start
world.
making death saves, so you do get him back up again. He's stabilized. Elkash, you recover 9 HP. Vice reaches down and whispers something in your ear. There's a moment of kind of radiant energy that Vice isn't really that familiar with, and it flickers in and out a little bit, but passes throughout you nonetheless. He manages to heal you for the 9 HP. Anything else on your turn, Vice?
Yeah, I'd like to give inspiration, please, to Elcas again.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, and say, do your best to stay up. There you go.
Elkas, it is your turn.
I want to. I wasn't thinking because I was just very sad that I was downed.
Yeah, and lost your spell.
I was so excited.
You killed someone, that's still useful.
Yeah.
I still had my awesome moment. I'm content.
Yeah,
with
it
that.
was an awesome moment nonetheless.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna pull out my good old Solus and with both hands just slice down into blue 4.
Okay. Roll to hit.
D-
It's quite a high to hit with your Solus Blade, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Boop.
That's a
Shit.
miss.
Doesn't matter because none of us can roll.
Yeah, gotta roll above a 2. Not much above a 2 to hit this guy. Anything else on your turn? Would you perhaps want to use your inspiration to make that roll higher, which is something you can do, I think. Because it's
Oh yeah,
everything.
you could add a d8 to try and hit.
Yeah, I guess.
You need
Roll a
Do I
D8.
want to? Fuck it,
literally
why
like
not?
a 80%. You needed exactly what you got. There you go. That is a hit.
Oh,
So now you can roll damage.
kill him.
I was
don't think
so
it
Kill him.
scared of like, is this worth it? But fair enough.
Kill that layout lookalike. Get rid of him.
Nice. Okay, so you cut through Blue 4 with a rage and venom, both hands on the one-handed sword, slicing it through, and he does indeed go down.
Damn right. Damn right.
Is that your whole turn, Elkas?
Righty.
I'm just sort of stood there. I sort of put it back into one hand, and I'm just sort of panting a bit, looking towards Red One
Okay.
with just even more bloodlust.
So on their turns, they look at each other, and one of them just says to the other, "Where's?" One sec. I was about to say it, and then I was like, maybe it's not that. Just goes, "Where's Olsov?" And the other one says, "I don't know. He stepped inside." And then he kind of panics, looks back at all of you. I think the two of them, given that the only real threat here right now is the person that's wielding this ethereal sword, are both going to go for Livia. That is a 22, followed by a 19. Oh, they both hit. I thought the 19 missed. Livia, that is 6, followed by 7 damage.
Use it. Oh, add it to your AC.
Well, it's a bit late. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'll tell you what, if you want to, Livia, because I rushed ahead and said that it hit. If you want to add your AC to one of those, I think I remember the roll still.
That's fine, don't worry.
Okay, cool. So you suffer both amounts of damage. They both go through. No con save for you. It is then not your turn, but it'll be your turn next. And
Oh, why is it not my turn?
because these people are not the only people in the battlefield, they are just the people you can see.
You what?
Mhm.
Oh, dickhead's gonna come out again.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And guys, we're in a row. We're in a real close formation right now.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, and I didn't choose to keep my health, but oh well.
I need Elkas, Vice, and Nemea to make a check for me of some description that I haven't checked
I have
yet.
AC. I have Bardic Inspiration.
You
Use
do
it.
have Bardic
Whatever-
Inspiration. Congratulations. This is going to be a
You
save.
might be able to add it to your save.
You will be
That's
able
what
to
I
add it
mean.
to your save.
Yeah.
See what you roll first.
Oh, it's a very strong spell. Con save.
Con save.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Livia, do you have 2 divine
What was it?
intervention thingies? 2
Con
divine
save, con
chant
save, con
divinities?
save.
No.
Oh, really? That's trash.
Level 6, you get that.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh my fucking god!
That once.
14.
Was 7 Elkas's one?
Yeah.
You all fail. Okay, here we
No.
go.
That is absolute
sake.
bullshit.
Mhm. You're not one.
Guys, man.
That's not my fault. Look at that shit.
No, you guys need to carry potions.
They have
I've got
potions.
potions.
They're not drinking them.
You all have potions?
Yeah,
Too
because
busy trying to kill things.
Yeah, we gotta kill him.
Yeah, but you can't kill anything when you're dead.
Okay.
no, but earlier on we weren't dead. We didn't know he was gonna come out and take
Look
us
at all
out.
your health. You're all less than half.
I had half health, exactly.
That's
like
That's not
not
that.
entirely.
I tried to heal. I tried to use my healing spell and I missed. What can I do?
There's a
I have
healing
fun.
spell. That's not a thing.
I
What
had my
does
vampiric
happen
touch.
is that
Oh.
a mote of cold flows out in this direction. Probably would have gone for Livia as well, but has decided to save Red One. And everybody takes 22 points of damage.
Fucking
That was
hell!
a
That's
5th level
bullshit.
spell that I rolled
Bullshit.
very low on. Let me just
Well, fuck.
freehand this.
Oh my god. Okay,
Ice.
I'm
So
still
it's gonna
alive.
be a TPK.
Yeah, our first game over. Wow.
Oh, they're on the GM layer. Fuck. These
Ugh.
splashes of ice appear. You guys very much reckon. Well, those of you still standing very much recognise that this is where that originated from. And I believe that is. Yeah, it's very much the end of his turn. Livia, you're up.
Did hit.
Sorry,
Don't
one
worry.
thing before you do go. Like as in before it's your turn rather than before you leave. You hear from this point as well. This power will be mine, and then it's followed by the flow of ice from somewhere in that direction.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that shit. I am going to cast Beacon of Hope on all of them.
Good spell.
And then, so could you put a thing on all of them?
Is it on people you specifically pick? Just
Yep.
for the duration of each target, and it's an action. Concentration for you. Yeah. So we'll give them all this.
Yep.
And then what? You're going with a bonus action.
Yep. And then my bonus action, I am going to. I am going to cast Healing Word 2nd level
Okay.
because it is a bonus,
Yes. Who are you
and I
casting it
don't
on?
have to touch on Elkas, and he
Elkas.
will take max healing.
Yep. So what is it? A D8?
So
or
it is a 2d4 plus 5. 1 minute.
plus your life domain. So 2d4 is
Which
8
yeah, I
plus
know.
5
That's what-
is
Stop
13.
talking. Stop. 5
Josh,
plus
Just add your shit
4.
to 13.
Okay, whatever. Can't... 2d4 plus 5 plus 4.
Okay, so 13 plus 4. 17. Elkash, you recover 17 HP.
Cool.
Livia reaches in and grabs at the symbol of Arella, and then pointing both of her hands at the ground, this wave, aura of energy slowly glides like dry ice along the ground, but kind of twinkling and golden. It engulfs all of you and kind of surrounds you somewhat, kicks up against your heels a little bit, and then she looks at you, Elkas, and whispers something half under her breath, and you just feel a wave of energy. Immediately you wake up and come to your senses, relatively well restored, and you still have Beacon of Hope on you. Livia, is that your entire turn?
What is Beacon of Hope?
Beacon of Hope means that you have advantage on death saves, you have advantage on wisdom saves, and you regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. And all you hear as you come to consciousness is a sort of whisper of the word heal, softly spoken as you recover 17 HP.
Josh.
Yep.
Can you remove my bardic inspiration, please?
Yes, thank you. Livia, end of your turn? I believe your
Yeah.
spiritual weapon can still hit.
No, I've used my bonus.
I thought it was a bonus action to move it. I don't think it's a bonus action to hit with it, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be able to do it.
Okay, it is then the enemy's turn, but that's blue team, they're dead. Nemea, you need to make a death save, and you have advantage because of Beacon of Hope.
Fantastic. How do I make
It's
a
just
death
a flat
save?
D20.
Yeah, roll a d20. You need a 10 or higher. Roll twice.
Ooh.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
That's a fail. So that's one death save. You have little pips to the right of your health.
Yeah,
3
yeah.
for death save, 3 for, success, and 3 for fail. So that's one fail. So next is Vice. Vice, what do you want to do? Remember that Beacon of Hope, I'm not sure that you would know this, but for the sake of having had conversation, travelled for so long, and being with a cleric, if you were to drink a potion with Beacon of Hope on you, you will recover the full amount of that potion. No rolling required.
I have potion.
Oh, sweet.
I have potion.
Yes, let me. I can use that as a bonus action, right?
You can
Drinking
drink your
potion?
own potion as a bonus action.
To feed a potion to someone else.
You
is
can
when it
force
turns
feed
Yeah.
somebody a potion for an action, yeah, like Sevi says.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. I'll do that afterwards. Because I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack one.
My potion.
Okay, you'll need to move within range. I'm just going to move
There you go.
this... Sorry, I'm just going to move this corpse out of the way for the sake
two
of...
different actions because we'll have to take it off you and then do the things. No.
Okay, so you move within
Yeah.
range of red one.
Yes, please. I'm going to
Don't have to do that.
attack him with my. With my short sword, please.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Yeah.
Lucy and Ulrich, can you guys come up with your own plans? Like, there's a reason that a reaction is a tactical thing. Having a tactical conversation about what to do in the background is kind of super meta and a bit bullshit.
Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice, that'll hit. You
Oh
will
my
destroy
God.
him.
And that 20.
Sweet.
They're so
Okay.
rare.
Alright, cool. Excuse me. I get a D6 plus 3 piercing damage and 7.
Nice. It's double. 4 plus.
Oh yes, of
that's
course. Yes, so
8
14.
with
11.
3. Yeah, 11. Sorry, on a crit, Max, you only ever
Oh.
double the dice.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, so
okay.
it's 4
Yep, so
plus 4
it's-
plus the 3, so like Sophie says, 11. Doesn't matter, you had
Yeah,
1
11.
HP. You slice through him and just kind of cut hard, like waist height in, and he just bleeds out, falls to the ground. There are organs. It's not pretty.
Beautiful. Cool. Can I use the bonus action to drink my potion,
You
please? I have
certainly
to-
can.
Thank you.
What level potion is it?
It's just a basic level.
Then you
It's
will recover
2d4
10
plus
HP.
10 HP.
Yeah, so move
Fantastic.
that potion out of your inventory, you recover 10 HP.
Boy. I don't know if that's going to save me, but yeah. Thank you very much.
Is that your whole turn?
No, I'd also like to move, please.
Yep, you've moved, what, 5 or 10 feet?
I've moved 10 feet. So let me move 5, 10, 15, 20 to here, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's only 15 if you wanted to move
Is
5
it?
further away.
1,
Yeah,
2,
because you can
three.
move diagonally, so you've
Oh,
you've
yes,
gone
of
one back,
course, yes,
another
you're
back,
right,
and
you're
then
right.
diagonally up.
All right, okay, well, I might as well move. Here.
Okay.
then.
Elkas, your turn.
Kill wounds, second level.
Okay.
Um,
Presumably on the mayor, but your choice.
Nah, fucking yeah.
What's the dice on a kill wounds?
It would be
2d8.
2d8, did you say?
yeah,
Second level will be
2d8 plus
2d8
my
plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay, so that would be 16 plus, I
Plus
assume, a
whatever.
5.
yeah, because my modifier's wisdom, so 5. Yeah.
5, so what's that, sorry, 21?
16 plus 5, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So you spend some time leaning over Nemea and forcing this radiant energy over her. There's quite a lot of power in it. You sort of struggle to channel it effectively for a moment, and you think back to the storm and the powers that you were controlling previously, and you just sort of begin to master it a little bit, and it flows over her very effectively. Somehow, despite the fact of it initially starting a little bit difficult, you find this ease to it, and suddenly just all the energy goes through, and you realise that perhaps the Beacon of Hope had a part to play in that. Nemea, you are awake, prone. You have 21 HP. It is possibly not your
Yay.
turn yet. Elkas, anything else on your turn?
Still got a bonus in your movement.
Oh, what was it called? Lesser healing potion, because that's
Okay.
a bonus action.
10
right?
HP on the weakest healing potion.
Yeah.
So you simply recover that, just remove it from your inventory, and you recover 10
Yeah.
HP. Is that your whole turn?
Now I'm a hop, skip, and jump up here.
Okay, good shout. Then, this guy, because this is red team, seeing that Olsov is somewhere on the battlefield, but ultimately being the last one left, and thinking that he kind of wanted to do this before, he is going to spend his action... let me check one thing. Oh, here we go. This is exactly what I'm after. Yes, you totally can. Okay, cool. So you see him sheath his weapon, pull out a small dagger, and fucking peg it this way. You both get attacks of opportunity, including the spiritual weapon, but they're all going to be at disadvantage. Oh shit, that'll hit.
18.
Okay, Livia hits. And with your spiritual weapon, Livia?
So he takes 13 damage just from my
Oh, he's
spiritual
wrecked.
weapon. Yep, I know.
Uh,
Do you want me to roll my attack?
it doesn't matter.
Nice try then. Fuck your disengage.
That would be fine.
Dodge. He can't
Yeah.
disengage, he's not a rogue. Yeah, so I mean you might as well not waste your own reaction, Livia, having killed him with the spiritual weapon. So he gets to about here, and the spiritual weapon just cuts through his back, and he falls to the ground dead. having turned to run. It is then somebody else's turn. That person has some things to choose
Show
from.
your
Give
face.
me a moment.
Show yourself.
He is going to... Ooh, that's good. I'm going to do that. Nemea, I need you to make a save. It is a wisdom save. You actually have advantage. It's a terrible choice considering it, but he doesn't know Beacon of Hope is on you guys, so I'm going to say it's fair nonetheless. And again, you fail.
What is it
So-
that now runs?
Nemea, I'm going to whisper this to you.
Okay,
Keep my face away.
I have my laptop is turned.
Yeah.
You were the bad guy all along, Nemea.
Confirm.
Livia, I don't know what that is. Is that... Oh, I wouldn't say so. Bear with me, sorry. I think this is the right use of it.
Okay, no, that's far.
So you, Nemea, it's on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that, and you must abide by it
Oh, okay.
as a result of failing your wisdom save.
Then I do. Looks like
It
I
is-
have no.
It is not yet your turn.
Okay.
Livia, you're up. What's your concentration on, Livia?
Beacon of Hope.
Ah, cool. Well, that knocks you down to 9. If it's a minute. Is it a minute?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool. I'll check in the meantime.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
Okay,
Check.
cool. I won't bother then. What do you want to do? Your turn.
Running out of steam.
That's fine, we can come off soon. Although, I feel like I don't actually have a remaining session after this, so it might be better to go slightly longer and potentially wrap up.
That's not what I meant, but yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, you meant like in-game. Okay, cool.
I'm going to drink a common potion to give
Okay.
myself 10 HP.
Yep, 10 HP, easy enough.
And then that's my bonus.
You can,
gonna
you
go
can
and-
use your bonus to drink the potion, you don't have to use your action to drink the potion.
Yeah, I was using my bonus. I'm gonna go in the tent.
Okay, fine. So you get up to the tent, you
Trying to find man.
yeah, you open the doors, and you did see where a, like, let's call it a cone of cold, originated from, like, 6 seconds ago, and it seemed to come from nothing. And that was, like, over here. You're certain you
sorry,
want to do this nonetheless?
Oh, I didn't realise it came from over there.
Yeah, I described it as such when I did it, and that's why there's ice on the ground to the
Yeah,
south
I
of
just-
that.
Oh. Okay, where was I?
Next to your spiritual weapon, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. So you know that the last time something happened was over here from an unseen force. Nemea, you're next.
I don't think. I don't think that will work.
You know what? Sometimes, yeah, Josh. I swear, you create these characters that that deliberately. Sorry. Let me rephrase that.
You haven't
We-
insulted
we-
me yet. What was the
No,
first
no.
phrasing?
It's like you make these characters intentionally where people don't have the abilities to counteract them. However, we would have had the abilities to counteract them had we known that this is what we were going to be going up against.
Yes.
Because I have that. I have the ability, but I chose not to change my spells. That could have prevented all of this nonsense.
I can tell you wholeheartedly that I do not consider what spells you guys have available to you when I pick the people that I or the creatures that I put you up
abilities.
against. Yeah, and the abilities they have. I mean, firstly, I'm using Kobold Fight Club to pick the creatures, so they have preset abilities.
I want to go and try and hit where I think he might be. I don't
Okay.
know how that works.
So you'd have disadvantage on the attack. You're basically just swinging out wildly. He would probably have full cover, and you would have disadvantage on the attack.
What, both?
I would expect so. You're hitting something that you can't see. I mean, I'll check. Roll anyway, because you might roll low, and then it doesn't matter.
I might move and use my spiritual weapon to do it. Um, 22.
Okay, bear with me. Let me just check what this is saying here. Hmm. Okay, so you can't make attacks of opportunity against them, and your attacks at them are with disadvantage, and their attacks against you, melee attacks, would be at advantage. That's all it does. You could probably spend some time trying to discern where they are, but I can tell you, even at that rate, as the sword swings out all around it in that sort of, you know, anything within 5 feet, it does not come into contact with anything. Remember, the option to hold your action exists.
No, it doesn't do anything.
I mean, you can say, I would like to hold this cantrip spell that deals damage until my enemy becomes visible.
Yeah, but if he doesn't come invisible, then it just goes to waste.
Okay. Well, you
Right.
could say that I want to... Yeah, if he doesn't become visible, but you could say that I want to, you know, aim it at the point of origin of a spell attack made at me or my friends.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've used both my turns anyway, my action and my bonus, so I can't do that anyway.
Okay, what did you do with your action?
I drank a potion.
Okay, cool. Anything else
Oh,
on your
wait.
turn then?
I'm just gonna move forward.
That's fine. You spent the
No,
action
I'll
drinking
crash
your
into
potion
him.
and moved the thing. That's fine, you don't. Nemea, you're up, and you need to spend your turn doing your thing.
Yeah, okay, so as if looking enthralled, I just turn around and I run right out of here.
So
It's
a couple
just-
things. You were prone, so you actually only have half movement speed, but
Oh,
then
okay.
having got up, you would then use the dash action.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was assuming.
So 45 feet instead of 60.
Yeah. I've no idea how far I've moved, so I'm just gonna get
You were roughly here. Oof. Let's go with one up, because I think you might have been one up. You've got another 15 feet.
Okay.
So 3
I don't know
squares.
how far I should I just
Yeah, it's another one. At this point, Nemea, you are no longer enthralled, having completed the task set to you.
Okay.
However, you have spent your action dashing.
Yeah.
Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna turn back around and say, "It was suggestion." Or something to that effect.
Yeah. Something less like, here is a exact
Better.
naming of a spell. Yeah. Um, if you have any potions, you still have a bonus action.
Okay, I want to save it because I'm quite high HP.
Okay. Vice, you are up.
Sorry, can you did I totally, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I totally missed that part that happened with
Livia?
Livia. When
So,
she attacked, did she
Attacking somebody that is invisible, you have disadvantage to hit them if you are within range. If you're not within range, you'll still try and hit them, but you will simply miss. And they have advantage to hit you with a sort of melee attack. You can do what's called holding your action, and what triggers your held action is set by you. So you can say, I want to hold my attack with my sword until something comes within 5 feet of me, for example. And then if something
Okay.
came within 5 feet of you and you
Your
noticed
action
it in some fashion, suddenly it would trigger and it would be your turn to do that thing. It costs your reaction to do. So you're holding your actions, you don't get an action that turn, and you use your reaction to ready yourself to do that action when it's triggered. So it costs an action and reaction, and it's basically the only way to hit invisible people. What you need to consider is, this guy has been hitting you with spells, which means he's probably not coming in within 5 feet. But you could do something like Sevi says, if he's not becoming visible when he casts his spells, you can't say, I want to hold my turn to fire this arrow until I see him, because you're never going to see him. But you could say, I want to hold this arrow and fire it at the point of some
Point
sort
of where a spell
spell
came from.
attack. You know, if one is
Like if
within
you shot
range.
out a cone of fire, you can see where that comes from.
Yeah, so if he does a fireball across the entire battlefield, that fireball starts from his hands, which means you could
Yeah.
fire at that point of origin and hopefully hit his hand or his chest or whatever.
could I not use a spell in that sense though?
You could use a spell. You'd have to specify which spell you are holding, and you only use the slot if you end up using the spell.
Okay. Well, can I do that then?
Yeah,
please?
and you can also still totally use AoE stuff. So if you just wanted to move where you roughly thought he might be in Thunderwave,
that's what
totally an option.
I was thinking that, but unfortunately, I can't move the distance. I'm not going to affect Olivia. So
Well, you know he's not
I,
immediately within 5 feet of Livia because she's moved to that range and swung out wildly.
yeah. So
So's the spiritual
yeah.
weapon. It doesn't mean he's not 10 feet from Livia. It just means he's not right.
It's true, but as far as I can travel, wherever I land, I will be within 15 feet of her.
Yeah. If you want
So
to
I
spend your
will,
turn
hit-
instead trying to detect where he might be, and then use your reaction to provide that tactical information to your team, you could make a roll for it. I'm happy with that because he's not.
Okay.
For example, he's not currently. Well, to the best of your knowledge, he still has a scent. He still makes sound. He still leaves prints. You just can't see him.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or you can hold your action.
Or you can hold your
Yeah.
action. Your choice.
So it's got to be one of those choices, yeah. I can
Doesn't
use
have to
okay.
be.
You could do
but
whatever
try-
you
otherwise
want,
you can just
but-
No,
reroll
I
it.
get that, but if I wanted to detect him, I'd have to. That would be my action. If I
Those
wanted
are
to
your best
hold the
shots.
spell, that would be my action. So I
Yes,
can't do
yes.
both.
You can't do both.
Yeah?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I've moved where I've moved.
Uh-huh.
If you can see that. And I am going to. You know what? Just off the back of that, I was going to do something, cast a spell, but I might as well try and detect him then.
Okay. Cool. So roll survival or how are you trying to detect him?
I want to kind of look around to see if I can
You're just
see
looking for changes in the
movement,
terrain?
Any movement, yeah.
Okay, cool.
any movement
Nature or
around
survival?
me.
Your choice.
Okay. Come on. Yes.
That's pretty high. Okay. So, what you notice, Vice, in your time spent, and I assume you then use your reaction shouting this out to the team.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What you notice in your time spent sort of searching for him is footprints that go like this.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Fine. And with that information, I want to
You shout that out
say
to everyone. That's your
shout
action and your
to
reaction.
everyone. Yeah, that's where he is. He's behind Elcas, like a meter away from Elcas, behind him, directly behind him, in that direction.
Elcas, it is then your turn. Ulrich? Are you guys muted?
Sorry, I was muted. Moonbeam.
Okay, good shout.
Moonbeam!
Right. Oh, I don't know if that showed up, but like, you know, here.
Yep. How were we doing Moonbeam before?
Well,
Moonbeam.
what it was is because the only reason I ever did the other thing as that, like, 20-foot square like that is because you did Moonbeam as like this 4 square across, because that was 5 feet. But if it's the way that you were saying it is like this time, then it's just 1 square.
I think it has
So
a
I'm
5
very
foot radius,
lost.
doesn't it? Yeah, 5 foot radius, so it's 10 feet
Yeah,
in
it's 10 feet.
diameter.
Radius is only half the circle.
Yeah,
I'm very confused, but fair enough.
basic math.
Okay.
The radius is from the middle point of a circle to the outer edge.
I know shapes and shit, but still, it's just the general ruling of shit is
You claim
bizarre.
you know what a radius is, but you also just said you're confused after we explained what a
The
radius
general
is.
ruling of all kinds of different things is just confusing.
Yeah,
and all
I'm trying to
varied
keep the
and
rulings
shit, so it's
consistent, but
annoying.
admittedly they do change over the maps, and this grid is a bit different. I'm just trying to find anything to fucking use for this. Let me put Moon instead and see what Roll20 gives me. Come on, give me something not shit. I don't know what that's supposed to be. All the things that aren't absolutely awful is premium. Sorry, everything's crap. There we go. Cool, that'll do. So that is Moonbeam. It has a 5 foot radius, a 10 foot diameter. Where are you putting it? Here.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it snapped to the grid. Do you want it there? Do you want it there? Do you want it there? Do you want it there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's that thing that I was doing before where it was like.
So that one?
here. Oh god, that's the wrong fucking command.
Okay.
But it
That
makes
one's
the
fine,
point.
yeah?
Yes, right
Cool.
there.
Okay. Sounds good. How does Moonbeam work?
Right. Let me actually get it up.
Concentration.
Yep. Stone beam, 5 foot radius, 40 foot high. Creature enters the spell for the first time or starts a turn there. Ghostly flame, 2d10 radiant damage. Yep.
DC.
Half damage
Oh,
if it's
it's
I think,
not
yeah.
very good in the con area. I think he's going to fail. Yep. Yep, that's a fail.
I
Pretty
think
sure
it's
your DC is 16, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a fail. So give me 2d10. Because, to the best of your knowledge, you have hit him.
Woo!
Okay, exactly average. Cool. So, this light opens up from the clouds that have been dispersing for a short while now and beams down in this circle on this 5 foot radius. You see a physical apparition of it sort of being stopped by something and then passing through it, and the burning leaves smoke that kind of singes off in this bottom left corner of the whole thing.
Okay, doke.
Anything else on your turn, Outcast?
I'm just gonna do a very. I'm just gonna sort of walk over to this area, look into the space in a oh god, what button am I even trying to fucking use? There we go. Right. And I'm just gonna sort of look in the direction and just very menacingly say, "I see you."
Okay, cool. Okay.
Because I want to intimidate this fucker.
Yeah, you're also potentially now in range of an attack of opportunity. So,
Also, in oh wait, no, I already have it wielded. Never mind.
bear with me. Okay. That's not as much as I thought it was. Although, yup. Definitely. I need the three of you who aren't the mayor to make a deck save, please.
Every bloody time. Can't remember what I was saying. It's +2.
Can I add my
Yes, you
thingy?
can. Good choice as well because you were one away from his DC. Okay,
Okay.
So it's
so
23.
Livia and Vice, fine. Elkas, not so much. Here we go.
I'm dead.
6, 7, 10, 14, 17, 18, 22, so a fair bit higher, 24.
That's 24 damage.
Yep.
Yikes.
Is that halved or?
It is halved for Livia and Vice.
So it's 12 for us.
Yep, and it's full for Elkas.
Well, that's me down. That's me down.
Yes, Vice, that is you down. But just put yourself at 0. You still have advantage on wisdom saves and all the rest of it. And wisdom saves and death saves, and you still have to take full healing. Elkas, you need to make a. You took full damage, right?
Oh yeah, I need to do the con save.
Con save. But I think you need to make
There you go.
a 12. Is that right? Yeah. So you do make it. It does maintain Moonbeam. That is. I also need to move this here.
Need to
Elkas,
make
you
a 12.
then. Oh shit. Yeah, because it's 10 or half the damage, and you took 24 damage, so this time it would have been a 12.
Oh, okay.
Elkas, it doesn't matter. No attacks of opportunity. You were within 5 feet of him, Elkas. As far as you knew.
But if he moves, because he
Uh-huh.
would have taken damage, wouldn't the smoke have shown where he was?
The smoke was just flare based on the moonbeam.
No.
That is his turn, I think. I don't think he has any bonus action stuff. Nope. Yeah, it's Livia. And then the mayor.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
I am going to cast. Cure wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that's 2d8, so 16 plus 5, 21 plus 4, it's 25 health.
Nice. Vice, you recover 25 health.
Nice. Thank you.
As Livia leans over you and casts her radiant energy, it travels over your body and is infused within you.
Oh, wait. As I
I'm
float.
gonna move my spiritual weapon, I think I move it 20 feet.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Put it there.
Okay. Cool. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Okay. So we're back to top of the round. I think that we're going to have an incredibly quick next session, but for the fact that it's already 20 past 10, I'm going to say let's wrap it up there. I don't think we have a full 2, but we probably only got 2 hours next session, I would say, and that'll be the end of Arc 1, I imagine. So it'll be a slightly quicker one next time. This was a slightly longer one.
So how many sessions is that now? 33.
No, this was 32, so we're going to fall just short, I think, of the 34 we were going for.
Oh, Josh, you can come on, man. You can make it 34.
No, there is not enough content. Not without writing loads more, and it's fine. I don't mind. It means that story arcs, the first story arcs, despite them being entirely fucking different between campaign 1 and campaign 2, take me 33 sessions apparently. Cool.
Man.
So yeah, we'll save this here. Sevi, let's do some notes on what everything is. because it was
Yeah, I
helpful
just
last
got
time.
brains.
So you have Beacon of Hope.
Me type for some reason. There we go.
Livia
Me.
has Beacon of Hope. Elkas has Moonbeam.
Mhm.
Ulsorv is invisible. And actually, I should
1 minute,
probably
1
check
minute.
the thing on that.
He is cheating.
It's a great spell.
I call hacks.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna just change this to this.
Where is the bloody? Where did we find it?
I'm gonna screenshot the turn order just in case as well. Actually, it stays there. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm gonna kill the stream. Bear with me.
Oh,
Me
bye,
too.
stream.
Bye,
Okay.
stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream. See us
Thanks
next
for
Tuesday for
watching.
the last session of the story arc. Actually, it won't be
Wait,
next
we're
Tuesday.
skipping next.
It'll be the Tuesday afterwards. The 26th of November.
Woo.
Bye.